Hey y'all. Welcome back to another episode of Petty. Actually, let me not say another episode because y'all don't know what it's giving.
Right.
Because it's giving 100.
100.
We are on our 100th episode. Before I introduce myself, I'd like to thank you all for even making it this far, even if this is your first episode. Welcome to the fold. Okay. Before I go any further, thanks, Jori. Thanks for the thanks for the hype. It's your girl Michelle, aka Egypt if you nasty.
Hey everyone. I feel like over this course I have gone through so many names, but it is still just Nick checking in.
Period.
Hey y'all. You know, it's your girl Immaculate coming out the set. What's good? I didn't know I needed help on the 100th episode, but okay.
But you know, we had to come in with the come in. Hey y'all, it's your girl Crystal, aka Champagne Chris, aka Chrissy F. Baby, please say the baby.
Oh, the baby.
Yeah, I like it.
And what up, guys?
I like it, Picasso.
Oh, okay. What up?
Right.
Okay. What
My
up?
bad. What up, y'all? This is your girl Jori, aka Aliyah Gabor, and literally 100 episodes in, like,
It's crazy.
Who would have thought?
right?
Who would have thought?
We actually are here. So
5
we
years
If y'all
later.
know the trials and tribulations,
The tribulations and the trials.
literally. But today we do have a great special guest with us. He may not physically be talking, but y'all, he's gonna get us lit this episode.
I mean, wait, if you want to join in on the conversation, be my guest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got a chair.
I mean, if he
There's
can,
a chair for you.
if he can. If he can mix drinks and talk, but we do have
Not-
EJ.
Not if you can stay on task.
Look, we do have EJ. He is the CEO of Great Days Bartending, located in the DFW Metroplex. He is a mobile bartender. He is great, y'all. Right now, we are drinking a
What is it?
mango
spicy mango.
Yes.
spicy mango margarita.
This
Oh,
thing
I
is
thought
strong, y'all.
It's-
So,
no.
but
Yeah,
prepared,
it's so strong I can't taste the
prepared to be sick of us, for real. For real.
No, this is good. Not gonna lie.
I ain't drank in 3 weeks, so I'm a little
You
nervous.
haven't drank in 3 weeks.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's coming to an end this weekend. I mean, now. Now, my bad.
When I tell y'all I've been drinking so much that like
I have to go on a
I'm-
hiatus.
I'm
That's
a professional.
Same.
At this point.
But I'm also realizing alcohol does not
No,
do it for
yeah,
me.
it doesn't.
Alcohol does not do
It
it for me
doesn't.
anymore.
No.
Like,
what do you graduated to crack?
Yes, to cocaine. To cocaine. Yes, I have. Please
Smoking
sniff
dope.
it up, please. No, but on a serious note, yeah, it just does. I'm just not that age anymore. It
No,
just
like-
it takes. It's too much of a toll on my body, bro. Like I just
Honestly, it's
know
really
it
like
is.
I'm like really at a 3-shot minimum now because after that it's just
See,
yeah.
I was actually embarrassed of myself a couple weeks ago because I saved myself to like I didn't go out Friday, I didn't go out Saturday because like I'm gonna go hard on Sunday.
mm-mm.
Y'all,
Girl, Nikki took 2 shots out of there.
I was like throwing
2 shots?
like throwing
2
up out
shots.
of there.
2 shots.
Then we tried to go back and revive her at the house. That girl was in the bed asleep.
I mean, I feel her.
At
Revive her
7?
after she's out of there. Let her go to sleep. This is not college where you revive, throw up, and get back. It's
No,
no.
that-
Oh my gosh,
But
I
it was
remember
only
in
9
college,
p.m.
we used to drink so much to the point where like one of us be like, okay, you know, let's pull over, throw up, and then eat some bread. And it's like,
and then
what kind of
go back to it.
Go
What
back
was
to
I'm not gonna
it.
lie,
What kind of
like,
sick shit is
now
that?
when I drink, like, it definitely takes a toll on my body the next day. Like, I had went out of town recently, and it's like to drink consecutively days in a row. It's like I came home and I did nothing that week because it's like, bro, like my
My body
body
was
cannot
slowing
handle
down,
it
bro.
anymore. Like, I just can't.
I just feel like a robot.
Now I just like to, you
getting
know,
broken down every day.
mix a little bit of edibles here and there, you know?
Is this
Everything's
what they
good.
is this what they say? Like this is what coming to 30, like getting closer to 30.
I'm 20. Stop aging yourself.
No,
I am
but
21.
You need to come.
21?
You need to come
21?
into this.
what's 9? What is it? What's 9 plus
what's
10?
21?
21.
No,
Dang, what's that one? That look kind of good.
I
I'm not
know.
gonna lie.
low key.
Oh my God, let me finish my drink.
I'm not
All
gonna lie though. Actually, let's keep going because that's gonna sound real alcoholic, but we don't want to do that.
All right, y'all. So we will just go ahead and jump into our motto.
Now Michelle still with the wristbands.
Mine or the other.
Bro,
Dang, you still on your trip?
I mean,
I know you still on a
don't
trip.
Come off,
No, they don't.
yeah, they
won't
won't just
move.
pull
don't.
harder.
No, they don't.
I'm assuming
Like,
Jori helped her. And
No,
it-
I have.
wow.
They don't come
That sounds
off.
like they do come off.
But you know how long?
As it
I started
comes
off with
off.
5. We were keeping them the whole time, and then
Okay,
All
big
right.
kid.
no, it's okay.
Professional.
Yeah.
It's
All right, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into this motto. Okay, so it starts. Hey, ladies, I love the show, but I need some advice.
We love you too.
A guy I want to date. I I found out that he recently went to his ex-girlfriend's house. They recently broke up, and she asked for some items back. He said that he would just mail it and that they had agreed on a no contact rule. A week after this rule, he went to her house unannounced, which is about 40 minutes away from him, dropped the items inside her apartment block outside her house and left. I asked him why he just didn't mail it. He said he didn't have time to go to the post office near his house. So because he was going
to drive 40
No,
minutes.
first of all,
Wow,
but
boy,
you had time to
wanted-
drive
you
40
wanted to
minutes
test
there and
drive
back,
that
but go off.
No,
So because
sorry, quickly pause. No, why do you want him to mail it? Drop it off. That's fine. Since you're kind of doing a lot.
No, but like
I'm listening.
the post,
Mailing,
yeah,
packaging.
actually,
That's like a $48 package
they
just to send it 5 minutes
had a
away.
no contact rule.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Once they broke up.
you violated.
Okay. So because he was going
Their
somewhere that
rules.
was about 30 minutes away from where she lived, he would just drop it off and then go there after. She messaged him after asking how he got into the building, and she was extremely angry, and he didn't understand why she was angry. He said that he doesn't want her back. He said that he's done with her and wants to move forward with me. What should I do? What do y'all think?
Leave him alone.
I would start by not dating somebody who has a no contact rule set up with his ex-girlfriend and is violating it already. I'm sorry, I missed that part.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
giving
confused.
stalker.
I'm
It's
sorry.
getting I'm still in love.
When she said,
Yeah, I'm so confused.
when she
I'm
said,
just
how did he get into the apartment? Wait, I thought you
It's
left it at
giving,
the
like,
lobby. So
I
you
still have a key.
You had to tell me you had to.
Wow.
Like if she don't know how you got in, that means that you
yeah.
over exerted yourself to make sure
Yeah,
that you.
no.
She knew.
Yeah, and he went
I
back
can
there to
see
try
you.
to see if he can get her.
Wait,
back.
I'm sorry, Nikki. Could you repeat the ending?
Well-
She said, what would she say? She said that he don't want her. He wants to move forward with.
He said that he doesn't want her back. He is done with her, and he wants to move forward with me. What should I do? What do y'all think?
And this
So
is
what's
how
her,
you
what's her
dating?
issue is because he drove in instead of mailed it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So basically, earlier she said that he said that he would just mail it as they have agreed on a no contact rule,
Uh-huh.
and
He chose to drive it.
he tried.
He
to-
did.
he
No,
chose to
you knew
drove
what
the
you were doing.
items.
Because how did you even? So again, if you don't have a key, how the fuck did you get in her house? How did you get in her apartment?
Yeah.
How did you get in her apartment? Like
You
this is.
duplicated a key you found underneath the
I mean,
plant or something.
okay, not even just all that, but it's like, why are you going out of your way?
Because he still wants her.
I mean,
Not
yeah,
your way
that's
to
what I'm
go out
saying.
your
It's-
way.
yeah, it's like, you know how it is when you break up with somebody.
But
You
he
find
really
any
thought he was gonna see
reason.
her.
Yeah.
You find any reason to pull up on an
Yep.
ex. I'm not gonna hold you.
You left your rubber band over there. Like, go over there,
That's what
pull
I was
up.
gonna say.
Like,
I think I
I
left the
left
comb.
my eyelash over there. Let me go over there. Type.
Yeah, I
shit.
think I left my comb. Can you look for it? If not, I'll come look for it.
My phone case, my
Like,
earring.
My
shit.
fan.
Have you ever done that before?
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you actually
Yeah.
done it before? No.
Mm-mm.
Yes.
But I actually I left my shoes there. I did it on purpose. Like
No, I actually left. I actually left clothes at someone's house and they threw it away.
What?
What?
I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Oh, they
so-
were done.
No, but what
I
I've
was
seen.
done too. So it's like throw it away. I ain't
Okay,
coming to get it. Like,
No, who
Okay,
threw-
all right,
who
so are
threw it
you
away,
okay with
though?
that though? Because I had a
I was fine with
situation.
because what was I? I'm not
Heavy
what-
on who threw it
What
away.
happened
Who threw it away?
between us.
Oh,
I
okay.
can't like
'Cause
I,
I'd have thrown some shit
I
away.
was
I
good
threw some
without
shit away
going back to get
before.
the clothes.
I
So-
definitely threw some shit away
So,
myself.
I
Yes.
had stuff
Why
that-
is it here?
Y'all threw stuff away.
Yes. Why is it
Y'all would
here?
be pissed if your stuff was
But
thrown away.
okay,
I would.
but depending on what it was.
Because
But
I
for
know
me-
why I would be pissed.
Yeah.
So if you know she gonna be pissed like that, then why am I here?
Why, no,
Right.
not only, yeah, exactly. So, and it wasn't even like, I think the first, it was like some Bath and Body Works shit. Like,
Oh, that can go.
good away. And
yeah.
then also, it was like them little furry slides. Trash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like furry, like
Yeah.
Fenty?
No. Like, you know, that's when the Fenty slides first came out. So, you know, they were selling off brand.
Oh,
like, no, she probably got it for $10.
So then how do y'all feel? Because I actually had a situation where I had stuff at somebody's house and he was like, do you want to come get it? And I was like, no, you can bring it to me or you can mail it. And he mailed it to me.
Real.
Whoa.
Because I mean,
But it
honestly,
kinda-
like,
it
if
kinda
we're
made me
done, we're
mad.
done.
I thought that was petty. I'm not gonna lie, I thought that was petty.
I thought it was kind of
But
petty.
y'all didn't have no
Why?
contact
But-
rule, though.
But you said you wanted mailed or bring it to me.
But
But he was
because the
petty
thing
for
is,
doing that.
he was like, "What do you want me to?" He was like, "Do you want to come get it?" And I was like, "No, bring it to me or mail it." And I feel like at that point, like if you really like was trying to save it, you should have just brought it to me. Because why mail it?
But like, why do we,
As
why
a
do
man,
we as
he's like,
humans
no,
get mad when another
You don't
human
think
follows
you think
directions?
he was wrong for mailing it?
No, I don't think he was wrong for mailing it, but it was just like he wanted me to pull up, and I was like, "No, you pull up on me or
And
mail
so
it."
that-
You should have pulled
And
But
up.
it was his pride.
It was his pride, so he mailed it to me. But I was just like, "You
But now
really
Jori-
wanted
He
me
He
to
said,
pull
he said
up."
it's your stuff, so she should have went and got it
But Jori,
herself.
it was also your pride that kept
That's what I'm saying.
kept you from
Really,
getting it.
mail it to
No,
me or bring it to me.
Low-key
Really,
it was.
He mailed it.
was.
He
It
mailed
Yeah,
was.
he did because he was like, if you
But the
can't
thing is,
come there, why
well-
was I going there?
Well, the issue wasn't like I had to stand 10 toes down, like this not what we gonna do. So then just mail me my shit. And I'm not mad that he mailed it to me, but it was just like, bro, like
It did set the tone. For
it kind of set the tone. It was just like,
I mean, honestly, but he stood 10 toes as well. So
did he? Because after the day
Toe-to-toe.
after my stuff came, I miss you. You could have brought me my stuff and told me that in person. What was the point of mailing it?
No.
But would you have heard it?
That's
what I'm
if you were
saying.
standing 10 toes down.
If he would have brought me, look. If he just would have drove it to my
hard
house.
on Jori.
No, Jori coming hard on herself.
No. She's
look.
pleading her case.
No, honestly, I actually really prefer. The
Fighting
thing
for her
is,
life.
No, she is.
I would have preferred for him just to bring it to me.
Okay. Then why did you not say that?
Because originally he wanted me to come to him, and I was like, no.
Just be like,
come
you
to
can just bring
me.
it to me. You shouldn't have said mail
You should've
it.
said
I
mail
feel
it.
like when you gave a nigga options,
No, I think
they always gonna go with the one you don't want.
I think what happened is once you introduce the concept of mailing it, in his head he starts overthinking like, what does she want me to do? Oh, she probably wants me to mail it.
Because
So
why
I'm
would
just
that be an
yelling.
option?
Because she won't come to
Because why
me.
would it be an option?
Because where did that come from? We both,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know,
because like what?
how do we go from seeing
'Cause
each other to dropping
listen,
each other off to
Listen.
UPS
Well,
mail
Now-
prices?
well,
and you're up the street.
My stuff literally came. He shipped it that day. It came the very
Overnighted?
next
I
day.
mean,
Because
I mean,
that was
Yes,
God.
they were in the same city, so it's like it
Overnight,
it's
but
very
he
good.
paid overnight prices.
it's not
because-
overnight. The post office just
No, it's
It's
up
up there.
it didn't go
up
far.
the street. They went from Dallas to Dallas.
No,
That's why.
That is not how the post office works
yes,
in this day and age.
Yes, it is because
He
even
paid for
Well,
overnight.
He
No,
didn't.
he
He didn't.
didn't.
He
paid
used
for overnight.
he used
maybe
UPS.
ground shipping. Ground
He
shipping.
didn't
Oh, he
use the
used
post office.
UPS.
He used UPS.
So he
That's
paid
why.
money.
Yeah,
Okay.
He paid money. He had to.
Yeah, he paid some
It was heavy
money.
stuff that needs to come
But
back.
to go back to the MOTO then,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
so
we-
here's the thing.
Y'all are narcissists.
Wow.
So fuck this girl, me.
Yeah. But to get back to the MOTO, the guy in the situation, he already agreed that he was going to mail it due to the no contact rule. So technically, he really should have mailed it because him and his ex,
Yeah, you know technically.
He should have.
yeah, he should have. So how would y'all feel if a new guy you're trying to get to know, date, etc.
He's not. I'm not
He's
trying
not
to get
over
to know
her.
him anymore.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. He's not.
You
over
cannot
her.
tell me that you have a no contact rule and then you gonna pull up and
But
drop some
are
stuff
y'all
off.
really that mad that he's not
No.
over
I'm not
an ex-girlfriend he
mad.
just broke up with?
Then don't talk
I'm
to
not
me.
mad. I just think he's not over it. And he's not
Yeah.
being honest. So
But everyone has to have like a little bit of time.
So
you
this
can't
is-
tell
so
me.
don't try to pursue me in that time.
Can
But
I
what
tell
if
you
y'all
something?
just having fun?
Can I tell you something?
This is not fun.
Nikki, I see your
Obviously.
point.
You know
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
see your
saying?
point.
But what I'm saying is
If
that-
we're just having fun, it's not a big deal. But
What I'm saying is then like, keep that information to yourself. Do not share that with me.
Yeah.
I don't need to know that you are on a
'cause if
no
we're just
contact
having
rule.
fun, then
But-
why do I need to know that?
Actually, sis, I'm not gonna lie. You kind of keeping some parts out because she said she sent him a message. So did he tell her about this message, or are you going through phones and that's how she found out about this whole thing?
low-key.
It sounds like you went through. I'm really assuming.
Wait,
but
let's not do
said
that to
he
her.
sent her a
Let's-
message telling
no.
her.
Let's actually
No,
dissect
hold on.
this for what we heard, bro.
No, let me
Let's
just
not
say
create
because what she said was the ex-girlfriend sent him a message saying, "How did you get into my apartment? This, that, and the other." So I feel like that's how she found out that he didn't mail it and that's where it's really coming from because she didn't really
So you
explain
think
how
she went through his phone.
but she didn't really explain how the
She
information
found out.
came between two of them and ended up with her. Like,
But no, how did she? So the girlfriend even messaged her about how'd you get to my
yeah,
apartment?
she was like, "How did you
What's
get
going
in?"
on
Yeah.
here? This is why there's no contact order. What if he's a whole stalker?
Exactly.
And he's
I thought
violating
they-
her privacy.
I don't think it
No.
was a real order. I think they
No,
just
it's not an
agreed.
order.
It's
they
like,
just
yeah,
agreed
yeah,
not to talk
Crystal.
to her.
Have y'all heard about no
Freaking
contact?
no.
It's really trendy.
Like it's like
apparently
we're
now,
not we're not keeping like that's it.
A lot of people do no contact either with exes or either no contact and period.
And the
no
way I'll
contact period where they
violate
do
that
no
so
contact
quick, we're
period
going
with
to court
guys.
and filing the real order.
Mm-hmm.
That's I mean,
Yeah.
whatever.
Well,
I
is
guess
that
if it works for
childish?
you.
I mean, it depends on what kind of
It depends on
situation.
the
Like if you were like,
situation.
I feel
no,
like
I'm
if
not
it was
talking
a
about
vol-
regular breakup. I'm talking about like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it was a volatile, like man, y'all said that word incorrectly. Please do not.
No,
Because they are
Yeah.
gonna come for you in the comments.
Yeah, because like no,
Um,
someone came for me about the Bonnie and Clyde comment.
Yeah.
So y'all,
I feel like when stuff like that though happens in the beginning, it's kind of just like just ride it out. You know what I mean? Like if something else happens,
let me be honest with you.
I mean, it
I
depends-
feel
well,
you.
I mean, she has a lot of gaps in her
True.
story, so
but I
there's
feel
that,
you, Jori. But I low key tried to write it out with someone and
You regret
rode into a storm.
We talked about this last episode.
Yeah.
Stop riding and dying.
Yeah,
with niggas,
I-
bro.
girl.
Stop riding and dying with
Talked about
niggas.
this.
And then especially in the beginning, like
Yeah.
Nah,
you're
I
already
ain't riding it
dying.
in the beginning. I ain't
I
riding
ain't
nothing.
riding for shit in the beginning.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Especially being older, like my tolerance is
Yeah,
so low.
like,
But
as soon as I
and
see
the
that
thing
it's
is,
fishy,
even if
I'm
we're just
over
having
it.
fun, it's just messy. Like,
Yeah,
for me, it's a no.
because it's gonna
Do y'all
it's gonna
feel-
touch me eventually.
but realistically, like, I mean, do y'all feel like everybody, like even yourselves, like in dating, like you were fully over the last person you were with? Before you
No.
Never.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
But I'm not gonna
But
tell. But that's why I feel agree with you, Paulette, when you were saying like he should have just kept all that to himself.
That's what I'm saying.
Because like,
tell
let me tell you
nobody.
something. Like, even like, for example, like if a guy like tries to talk to me in general, like if I'm not over something, I'm not gonna sit there like, I'm not over my neck. I'm just not.
Not even.
No, I'm gonna keep all that to myself and move differently.
Yeah, he didn't say that.
Until I'm ready to like, you know, really.
I mean,
go
but it
forward
also
with you.
depends. Okay, so I have to agree to disagree because I am currently going through this, like where I'm transitioning out of a long-term relationship and trying to like go back to dating, and I'm actually very honest with the people that are like trying to date me.
But look how I mean.
And the thing is, I feel like that's the best situation.
Thank you, Michelle.
No, I'm looking at Paulette because Paulette trying to be shady.
No.
I
feel like
oh my
there's something wrong with that because I feel like it's new, but I feel like some people it's been months, a year or whatever, and they're still stuck on somebody, and it's those people who need to keep it to the
depends.
because that sounds insane.
But it just depends.
I think you need
on
to
like
keep it
what
to yourself
kind of
regardless.
No, I don't think so.
You can have open conversations.
because like it depends
about
on
how
who
you
you're
pulled up on your
dealing with.
ex-girlfriend
So
and
let
brought
me
her to her apartment.
so let me say this.
I don't think he told
She probably didn't tell her that. But let me say it like this, because I feel like whenever you are dating someone new, they kind of want like a certain speed. And you may not be ready for that speed that they're trying to date you at because you still are not over your ex. You know what I'm saying? So you're trying to ease into it. So I feel like the only way that you can really communicate with them effectively and let them know like, hey, I actually need to take this slow due to the fact that I just got out of a long-term relationship. You know what I'm saying? Then if they want to continue with you, then they have no choice but to go the pace that you want to go.
But isn't that a bit unfair? Because if you really think about it, right, how many times have we unknowingly led people on or like played with people just because we're just using them to get over our last relationship?
That's not unknowingly leading them on. The thing is, I'm not saying I don't like the person. That's completely different.
But do you like them? Like looking
like,
back, you may have thought you liked them, or were you just trying to escape whatever reality of the heartbreak that you were in? Because I feel like when you get out of a relationship that's so toxic that now you have to say a no contact rule, which means you have to tell this person, do not contact me because you contacted me is now messing with my mental health. That guy you think should be pursuing new relationships. I feel like whatever guy is still pursuing his ex to the point where she needs a no contact rule in order, I don't think it should be encouraged to date anybody. If that was one of my friends, I would say, leave that guy alone. He's clearly still with
issues
on his ex. And whatever he has going on with you, he may like you, but that's not a healthy relationship.
Okay.
Or won't. I don't know if it'll turn into.
Well, yeah, no, I agree. Whenever you bring in the aspect of like the no contact rule, then it makes you speculate like, okay, what's actually going on?
Yeah.
Like what happened?
Because
what
if it wasn't that detrimental,
I don't even care to know. Like
then-
if you're on a no contact rule, like you're gonna be on one with me because like
I mean, it's just like women dating men that have like 2-month-olds. Sorry, like there's an age limit.
I mean,
No, I feel you.
There really is. Like
I feel
know.
you. Why are you here?
Why
Why
are
are
you
you dating?
here?
Why are you dating? Why are you dating? I mean, no shade.
That's
Sorry
been
to
a
the
year,
dads
though.
or whatever, but I mean, still,
yeah,
like you have a newborn. what are you
Technically,
doing?
it has been a year.
no,
but
I highly doubt
your
they have
priorities
not
have
fucked in a year.
shifted the 2
But,
months
like,
that
some-
she's been here. So
Some
we
people may
literally
just have
know.
accidentally gotten someone pregnant and
We-
like it's been a year and
we
like
literally said on this podcast 2 episodes back, like a girl gets pregnant and the nigga leaves. So like, let's not act like Paulette said. At that point, it has almost been a year that they've not been with the girl.
Okay,
They can't help the fact that the baby is
Yeah.
2 months old.
I'm
If he
sorry,
broke up
the
with
fact
her,
your baby's 2 months old.
I'm sorry, your priorities got to be a
no,
little
your
bit better.
priorities.
That's
You have to shift your
y'all.
priorities.
Wait, y'all. No, we're not doing that
Y'all-
to people. We're not
no,
doing that to
don't-
people on this
yeah.
podcast.
Y'all, a 1
Y'all
month
are making it seem like who cares? I can't
okay,
date.
so let's say him and the
Damn.
girl.
No, you know what? You know what? I don't like that because we're talking about men. As a
And
woman,
women.
as a woman could not go
Yes,
out
she
there.
can. If she wanted to, she can.
I've seen
And I've
women
seen it.
date with newborns.
Literally
and it's
next
okay.
week.
And I think it's okay. I also think it's okay.
No,
Yeah.
have you really seen? I've never
Normalize
seen one day
it.
with a newborn.
Normalize
Okay,
it.
okay, it'll be different. I think the scenario would be different
That's what
if,
I'm saying.
if she was
It's just
dating
crazy.
prior to like delivering the baby, like you. But to like
Yeah.
seek out people while you have a newborn is a little regardless.
Why?
Because
Why though?
Because
Y'all not
pregnant people
explaining
date.
why.
because I just think that your priorities need to be on the baby. I'm not saying don't date at all, but I do think it's a little fresh. And even though yes, it's been a year, 9 months or 10 months, however long. But when the baby is delivered, at that point, your priorities have shifted. Yes, it
Yeah.
should be.
So I
or-
can't date?
No, I did not say you cannot date. I just said like you just got to be.
You
wary
should become
of
a
it.
little more selfless whenever you have a newborn.
What? Y'all don't.
So I have an example for
Anyways.
that per se, like what y'all talking about. It reminds me of Lawrence on Insecure. Remember how him and old girl broke up? And he was out of town, but he was flying. Like he went out of his way to kind of make it a point to make sure that like he was in the baby's life when
He was
newborn.
fulfilling his
But a lot
duties.
of other guys
Lawrence
aren't-
had a baby on Insecure.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah, girl.
But at the same time,
that's what I'm
she
saying.
didn't even feel like she was completely supported.
But
so I would
that's
have to
her.
agree
She's
to
the,
this.
she actually
no,
wait.
that's what I'm saying. She
set the
didn't.
tone of the relationship. She said she did not want him to be. If he didn't want to, he didn't have to. That was her
But
fault.
the point
You
that we're
don't tell
saying
people
here
that.
is like they were trying to say like it's not inappropriate, but like what did you say, Crystal? Whatever, like
His priorities are not
priorities are
straight.
fucked up, but it's just like
I didn't
Is
say
it?
that. I didn't say his part. I said he should be. I agree with Nikki. He should be a little bit more selfless. And
His
I
priorities
said
are
it
not
depends on
straight.
the circumstance.
Said that.
He was with Issa for years. So
okay,
it
no, I'm not
so
talking
I'm
about Lawrence.
Okay,
Yeah,
so that's what I'm saying. It's
yeah,
different. He was
it's okay.
with Issa for years. So okay, if you're going back to somebody that you
No,
already had a
previously
relationship
dated.
with, okay,
No,
but
okay,
meeting
wait.
somebody on
No,
Tinder,
Actually,
and
can I
then
tell you
going on a
something?
date
my
is
point
like,
has been missed.
Can I be honest? I'm
Go
gonna be
ahead,
real with you.
Jori,
It
what's your-
doesn't matter if they've been with that person for years or not.
to me
like,
it does. So
how-
difference of
okay.
opinion. So
I
that's
mean,
just that.
because
I
y'all
was
are
just
contradicting yourself. then. It
trying
doesn't-
to say
because why is it okay? Why does it matter just because he was okay? For example, Lawrence was with Issa for years, so it's okay for him to double back with Issa. He just had a newborn. His priorities are not in order if he's going back to Issa trying to create a relationship.
But if we're going back to what we originally said, when y'all were talking about, what did y'all say originally? Y'all said that you shouldn't be dating if you have like a no contact order or if you had like a
I didn't say
volatile
that.
breakup
Relationship, yeah.
relationship. So what's the difference between that and having a newborn?
Because
Why would your priorities not be focused on yourself
I think
and what you have going at?
Okay, fine.
I think
shit.
the point
Let
that I
y'all
was-
date the niggas
Yeah,
with the
Jori,
newborns.
please land.
I think just the point
Please
that I
land.
was trying to make
He's
is
so
like
confused. He looking. I mean,
no,
Thank you. No,
that's
no.
why. That's why we talking real reckless. We don't have no kids.
No, okay. So I think the point that I was just trying to make is like shit happens. You know what I mean? Like, in my example was insecure with Lawrence and old girls because like he didn't expect to get her pregnant and they broke up literally right after that. So I'm saying like he moved on. He was actually dating other people and out here doing his own thing while the old girl was pregnant with the baby. So it's like to say that like his priorities should be different. Men
That was
men move on, but that
No,
even
I agree.
outside of it being insecure, like I've seen men have a girl pregnant and they're actively dating other girls at the same time.
And I definitely agree. There are different situations, but a lot of situations that I have seen, the men are still messing with their baby mamas.
No, it's
And
not even
that's
that. It's
different
not even
then.
that. Like, cause I know a situation where the guy is not messing with his baby mama at all. I just think the water is just too murky for me. That's just simply like
No, I
you
agree.
cannot mess with the baby mama at all. It's just too murky, and it's too much of a sensitive subject. I just would rather not like I don't know like, and I would feel a way in my head like I'm dating you, knowing that like. There's a single mother somewhere, you know, like in my head, like somewhere in my head, like I don't know.
newborn.
So could y'all would y'all talk to
What
somebody?
they do with you?
But then you in my bed.
But why are you upset about how I feel?
I'm not upset. I just
No,
don't understand.
you're in my bed. You're in my bed, and you're not splitting the sleepless nights that his mom is going
Then
through.
go be with
So for
someone
me-
else without a kid.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So for me personally, a man that is able to do that and like really not be there whenever like their newborn is going through those phases, it's not someone I would want to be
See,
with.
no, I didn't even say that. I didn't
okay,
even
yeah,
say
we're
that.
digging into something.
I didn't, no, we are. We're digging.
That's
because
not
I didn't
what
even
you
say
just said. Is
that.
not realistic.
I didn't say that. The thing is,
So,
I
it's not realistic.
don't
They're
even blame the
together.
guy. For me, it's just too murky waters. Like I just wouldn't do it. But I mean, hey,
Think about the men who have outside babies in their marriage. Like, come
Girl,
on, now,
are
like,
they having sleepless nights with the? Never mind. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyways,
If you have an outside
and we're
baby, then
condemning
go
that.
take care of the baby.
Anyway,
You made it.
y'all,
Go
please-
take care of it.
Please look at her like that again. One more time.
Anyways,
One more
I don't even
time.
remember the subject. Okay, let's get back to the
Please.
MOTO. I mean, how do y'all? Okay, consensus. How do you feel, Paulette? What should she do?
Girl, leave him alone.
Okay, Jori, what you feel? I feel like she should leave. I don't know. What do you feel, Jori?
I want the truth. There's more to be said. So
Okay, well-
I'm indifferent. I'm indifferent. Sorry.
Jory's answer. I want the truth.
This is the first red flag of many. You can either heed this one and keep going, but
Okay.
we usually don't heed to the first red flag. But just note it. If you choose to stay, remember this was the first red flag.
Yeah, Nikki, what do you think?
I mean, in the famous words of Michelle, red flags look like Six Flags.
Yeah. You be trying
I might keep going on that ride.
No, I probably you be trying to justify shit and explain shit in your head to keep fucking with that nigga, and it's just like, no, sis, stand 10 toes.
Yeah.
I be
It's
trying
hard,
to tell
though.
you.
Y'all on this 10 tough.
That sign
It's
won't stop me
hard.
because I can't read.
No, facts. The sign does not stop me because we don't see it.
Y'all
but,
actually
girl,
messed up.
yeah.
All right, y'all.
Anyways, girl, we the
But
blind.
we don't
people
have
blind over
kids.
here.
Yeah, we don't have kids.
Yeah,
So
we don't
it's
have kids,
also-
so it's different.
Ignore
The
that.
kids. The MOTO is not even about kids.
No, but
Oh,
we're talking
back
about
to
the
okay.
subject.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have
Disclaimer,
kids.
we do not have
I don't
children.
kids.
I have 2 puppies. That's the closest I
I have
can.
They are not
sons.
puppies.
I have
They're
sons.
dogs.
No,
They're my
literally.
puppy. They're my baby.
I have
so.
sons.
Girl.
Okay.
All my niggas are my
Anyway.
sons.
So speaking of children, I'm gonna go ahead and bring up the whole Blac Chyna thing. I don't know if y'all saw. She had made a series of tweets on Twitter, pretty much saying like, you know, I had to let go of 3 cars today. It's so hard, like being a single mother with like no support or whatever. So Tyga hopped on the Shade Room and made a comment talking about, oh, I paid such and such amount for
40,000 for school.
for school every year, and I have my son from what is it?
Tuesday to Sunday.
Tuesday to Sunday.
Tuesday to Saturday.
Tuesday to Saturday. So then
Why would I pay child support?
why would I pay child support basically? So then Rob Kardashian, mind you, never really ever on social media. Gonna hop on social media
On
and
the
talk,
shade room with that.
the sharing with that, talking about
I pay $37,000 in school fees, and I have my daughter from Monday to Saturday. Why would I pay child support?
And I pay all her medical expenses.
Oh,
Thank
and
you.
medical expenses.
And then he gonna tag Tiger like, how you pay less, right?
No, Tiger
Tiger
came
They
back.
both
Tiger
said the
asked
same thing,
him.
right?
Yeah, Tiger was
It's like,
like,
how do you pay less or whatever? But it's crazy because like after that happened, like people started making like hella jokes on Instagram, like, oh, tomorrow's Sunday, Black China, rest up, you gonna get the kids tomorrow. Like
Yeah,
people,
big day today.
people was going in on her, but she never came back and said nothing. Well,
Why somebody
recently,
say they was mad that she can't take her kids to Chick-fil-A ever? You can never take your kids to Chick-fil-A. You only get them on Sunday.
No, but here's the thing though. So it came out on another blog or whatever. They posted Rob Kardashian and Blac Chyna's like custody agreement, and the thing is they split custody every other week. So he had the child at that point when he was like, oh, I have her from Sunday to whatever. Blac Chyna also gets her the following week for her whatever days, and they swap.
So they alternate.
They alternate.
Okay,
so
that
it's kind of
makes
just like, and Blac Chyna never came back and said anything on any other social media
So who
page.
posted this custody agreement?
The Neighborhood Talk, and Blac Chyna did comment, and she was like, thank you. Like, thank you. Like, you know, I'm glad she didn't go and defend herself, because it's just like, bro, you trying to cap on the internet, and I let you have that moment, but we have joint custody. Of course you're going to have her for those 6 days. That's your allotted time as a parent to have our daughter. So
okay.
it's weird.
that makes sense, because I did see somebody comment specifically like they could have like a bi-weekly agreement.
And they do. Yeah.
So that makes sense.
Okay.
I mean, I
So-
feel like they always tried to make Blac Chyna out to be like this horrible, horrible mom. Like they brought out that she was like doing drugs, that she was doing all these different. I mean, look, it's never
Alleged.
been. I mean, it's alleged. I haven't seen any proof. I mean,
Airport stunt. If you actually watched her show, right before
All
that.
I'm
and that's all we
saying-
gonna say.
Okay.
I watched the show, but there was really no proof. But it's kind
Did
of.
you watch it?
No, I don't like that, because at the end of the day, I
There's
still
a
don't like that
scene.
they be trying to come for her like as a mom.
As a
because
mom, yeah.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
a good
she
mom
actually
regardless.
does
I feel
take
like
care of
maybe
her kids.
those like posts were taken out of context.
Mhm.
Why did they? My question is, I don't know if anyone can answer it. What made them even post that?
I mean,
Because she
said
She
has
said
no
she had to get rid of all her stuff.
she had to
and
get
don't
rid
have
of three.
support.
She had to get rid
Oh.
of 3 cars.
It's hard
because
being
Which
single mom.
I'm sorry,
well,
China.
then she set
she
herself
was buying
up
all
for
them
that. I don't know
cars.
why
I was
she
like,
even put that out.
she was
us to
buying a
know.
lot of cars.
But I feel like that's just being transparent. I feel like more people need to see that like people are like, well, you need to live more, but you need to leave more in like between your means or whatever.
that's her
That's
stepping
literally
down.
what she's saying.
Yeah.
She's saying
Exactly.
that I have to let go of
I
3
mean,
of my cars because I have no support.
Just do it.
I think
I mean,
people found an
that's the
issue
thing.
with the no support thing. And honestly, Tiger didn't have to comment.
he didn't have
But
to
they're
comment,
near-
but it's like
But the thing is that
people are
really
dragging him into it.
support? Like you're paying for you're paying for the child's school fees, and you're paying for the child whenever they're in their house. Okay, so you're taking care of the child when they're with you, but like you're not giving her any
Yeah.
external
extra
money
towards this.
to support the
Yeah.
child. So
It doesn't
she
take
is-
away from what she said.
Exactly, she is a single mom. She is single-handedly taking care of the child whenever the child is in her house.
Yeah, y'all have split custody.
You're not
So.
you're not paying child support. So you're. Did she say anything wrong?
Yeah, I feel like that was more
no.
for her, for people who say, "Oh, Blac Chyna is living off Tiger, Blac Chyna is living off
Yeah.
Rob Kardashian." I think that was more for her to say, "I had to do this because I do not get child support like y'all
Yeah.
think."
Yeah.
Rob Kardashian and Tiger just felt triggered. I feel like they felt triggered more from the public saying, "Oh, they're deadbeats, this and that." So they were trying to defend their names. But Blac Chyna, I never saw that as Blac Chyna saying they're deadbeats, because clearly
Yeah.
Rob has his child a lot, Tiger has his kid a lot. So
I mean,
So I have a
does Rob?
question.
That's what I was like, does it?
Oh, yeah, you
That's
did Chloe,
clearly.
sorry.
That's not a clear
Chloe.
thing.
She,
yeah.
that baby is always with Chloe.
She
Yeah.
is.
So I have a question, like them like paying school fees and other like health expenses. That's not support to y'all.
It's not child support.
it's not child support.
I'm just saying that's not support to
it's
y'all.
it's your child. You're just taking care of your child.
Because the thing is,
I'm asking a question.
No, because I think about it like
get
this.
You're
Okay,
trying
so
to-
let's say this. So if you were paying child support, then technically all those fees would fall on the mom, right?
So my
No,
uncle,
that's what the
him and
fees
his
are
ex don't have like joint custody, but they have it set up where like he gets the kids every other weekends, and on certain days during the week he gets to pick up the kids for a certain amount of time. He pays her hella money in child support, and he has to cover the kids under insurance. So it's like he gives a lot of money out of his household to her, who's also married with
Yeah.
more children. So it's kind of
But
just
that's what I'm
like
saying. But they're not putting any money into her household.
he pays
No.
child support. I mean, well,
No,
no,
he
but
just-
on top, outside of the child support he gives her, he still has those kids a lot. That he still has clothes for him, those kids at his own house.
No,
like,
and I'm saying that's
She's
what I'm
talking
saying.
about Rob.
oh,
Think about
okay.
Rob. Like Rob does not actually hand any physical money over to China.
Should he though?
We're not saying he does. We're just saying she didn't lie.
She didn't lie by saying she's a single mom. She single-handedly is taking care of the child when the child is with
in
her.
her care. Yeah, I didn't see anything wrong with what she said. I'm mad at Rob though. Like you're never. On
Why you
social
lying?
Media.
You came out of nowhere.
You lied and you hopped on the Shade Room.
I mean, he wasn't lying. He just didn't tell the whole truth.
Half the truth is a whole lie.
Okay, so
I mean, he just omitted something.
Since we're kind of going back and forth on lies, I do want to get everyone's perspective on this, y'all. Okay, so probably early last week, Ari came out, and at first she had posted a video of, I don't know if I'm even saying his name right.
Yoshon.
Okay.
Not Yoshon. I pronounce it Yoshon.
The thing is, as soon as you said it, I know it. I don't know why I said
Yoshon. Okay, so Yoshon, he was crying because someone had told him that Ari was pregnant.
Careful saying that name before we get this whole video taken down.
So Ari was basically saying she was pregnant, and Yoshon was like crying hysterically, like literally upset, like, I don't want you to have another baby. You're going to be mad at me. You're going to forget about me, et cetera, et cetera. You don't remember that video?
I didn't see him crying.
Oh,
but.
He was crying.
I didn't see it.
It was sad.
It was actually really sad.
It was sad.
And so people were like, why is she posting this? And then people in the comments were like, well, clearly G Herbo and Taina have like fucked him up with other children. Because why is he saying that to Ari?
I mean, because he's a baby, he's adjusting to not being an only child anymore.
But even outside of that, though, like
whatever,
G Herbo has been making comments over the last like several weeks, like he hasn't been able to see his son.
Okay, yes.
So that's kind of where it stemmed from, was just that first. And so Ari pretty much was just like, whenever he's in your care, you're not with him.
You're not with him. So okay, so then to double back,
Taina, girl, I don't give a fuck about this girl.
There's so many names.
Yeah.
These names are like
Taina.
There's pronouns and everything in these names. That's a lot.
Not pronouns, everything in these names.
Like a son in.
It's a Hebrew name. Come on, bro.
It's not a Hebrew name. It's not.
I don't know. I look. It may.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
what language?
So then Ari comes back and double back down on like why G Herbo hasn't seen his son. So she said that a few weeks ago, your son came back with a bruise on his knee, or like a scrape on his knee. And when she asked him about it, he said that Taina threw something at him threw a pillow at him while he was running and caused him to fall. And she did not help him up. And basically
he said all that?
She was asking all these questions. So she asked, did she help you up? So it wasn't like, oh yeah, he came out and said. She was asking.
She was asking. And so then he was like, is she mean? That kind of thing.
Leading him, if you will.
Basically like almost like she did it on purpose to like hurt him, that kind of thing. So she said that Ari said she came to G Herbo and was like, you need to address this. Like, what's going on? My son came back hurt. He's saying this. And a week went by with no communication.
Okay.
And so then that's when I guess Ari decided to turn to social media. And she came back and was like posting videos of what your son was saying with G Herbo on the phone, and then they were all having a conversation. And basically he was like, Taina did it on purpose, et cetera, and this is why I don't want you around my son, because whenever I bring my son to LA, he's actually never with you. You put him in Taina's care and you're actually never with him. And so she was over there calling like Taina a babysitter and things like that.
So what am I weighing in on? Like,
well, I mean, okay, so
I don't think it's...
Let me preface this with saying, again, we don't have kids. So take it, whatever we say, with a grain of salt, because I don't want the mommies to comfort all of us, child. But I just think that it's kind of hard to comment because we don't have kids. You know, it's kind of hard to say like what we would do.
But who would you believe? Would you believe your child, or would you believe...
Here's my thing. I think that I don't know who I probably would. I would believe my child. However, I don't understand why everybody's argument in this is that kids don't lie.
Yeah.
Who the fuck said kids don't lie? Kids lie all the goddamn time.
It may not. Okay, I don't want to say lie.
Kids
sometimes they may like
No, they will lie.
No, kids lie.
He hit me.
They act extra.
There's
like, you know what I'm saying? They act extra. They may see it differently than what it actually was.
I have literally I have seen. My mom works in childcare. Kids lie all the time. Like literally, if you don't give a kid a piece of candy, you're mean. You're all these things, right? Like kids lie all the time. So I'm not, and not to say that Yoshon is lying, whatever. However, I do think there is just like, there's like a little stretch. Do I feel like Taina harmed that child intentionally? No, I don't. I don't feel like she harmed that child intentionally. And on top of that, like, boys are rough, right? So I think that if they were playing, right, if there were maybe, they could have been pillow fighting for all we know. If she made it seem like she threw a pillow at him intentionally and harmed the child. They could have been pillow fighting and like, he's a boy, get up, you'll be okay type shit, right? I mean, granted, he did have a bruise. She said he had a bruise and he was bleeding, so probably should have been, more
on
care.
the knee.
But he probably
it's
did.
not like it was like on the head.
Yeah, so he probably
like
did
the
omit the fact
bottom.
that like she, probably brushed him. He probably didn't like coddle him like his mother would. She's not your mother. So, you know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not to say that she shouldn't have done it. She should have, but it's just, it's just a muddy, I don't know, because again, kids lie all the time. And I just think that she's trying to make Taina seem like she's like a terrible person when it's like, he's been with G Herbo, or Taina's been with G Herbo for years at this point. She has her own kid. And it's just like, for her to kind of paint her as if she's like,
because she
this
is a
evil
mother as
person,
well.
it's not fair.
But then that's also like the vice versa. Why would Ari now come out to paint Taina like she's a bad person when, like you said, she has
Ari's
been with
been
G,
doing this.
but she's
Ari's
been with G
been
Herbo,
doing
but she's
this.
always talking about her motherhood.
But she didn't talk about her motherhood now. She didn't talk about her mother. She's just painting her. She told the story, and people are painting their own narrative. You know what you're doing by telling this story. So I just think, again, but on the other end, when Taina posted that, so Taina posted a video in defense of herself, saying like, I would never intentionally hurt this child. I've been with him
But
for
you
years.
were wrong for that.
And she was wrong for. Here's why she was wrong, because the video was very heartfelt. There was so many pictures and like stuff of them of her and Yoshon together, saying how she takes care of him and she would never harm him, whatever. But in these videos, I'm looking at this slideshow and I'm like, that is a baby. So how long were you with this kid? Like, how long you been with G Herbo? G Herbo been bringing that child around her since him and Ari were officially done. So this just looks like I've been with this. I was a side chick first, and now I'm his main chick type shit. That's what it was giving when I saw it, because I was like, that boy's in diapers. That boy's a baby. So I was like, oh, it's just muddy. But again, I just don't agree with. Take this shit to court, bro. I don't understand.
I don't agree with
understand.
Ari's approach. I think it could have been handled a little differently. And two, I would have talked to G Herbo first before going to Instagram and outing everything.
She said no. She said she did, and she said that
I wouldn't.
She didn't hear anything for a week.
To me personally, I don't have kids, but when it's involving my kids, I'm not taking it to social. It has nothing to do with
I think
y'all.
that it no. So I think that I think to the back it doubles back to whenever she posted the video about him crying about her
I didn't
being
even
pregnant.
think that needed to hit.
And I think that
Instagram either.
everyone came back to him and was like, basically, what'd you do to this child to like.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought that
so
video.
much.
It was sad watching, but I thought it was very weird that she posted it to Instagram.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Even
it was weird.
When she originally posted that video, in my head, I'm thinking, knowing that your son does have half siblings, you would think in that moment that would be the moment to talk to him and be like, you know what? What's wrong? Just because if mommy does have another sibling, I will never love you less, or this or that, or try to get to the root of it. But saying, oh, I won't never have any kid. To me, I felt like it was very clear what that video,
what she was doing. That's
it was to let her know, like, oh, my attention's on you. It may not be anywhere else. She knew what was going to happen. So posting that video, I was like, I could already see what the intention was behind it. And people always say that Ari does this every time around Taina's birthday. So when she posted the day before Taina's birthday, and then the next day when Taina posted,
her birthday.
Yeah, the next day Taina posted on her birthday that she got flowers from G Herbo. It was like 3 bouquets. Ari went and posted the same
hers
thing.
first.
Ari didn't post.
No, she did post. It was a fact. Even the blog said Ari did post hers
No,
first.
it wasn't. If you saw the thing, it was 15
Ari
minutes
posted
ago.
hers first.
We're here now. Wow, blogs have to really.
No,
the blog said
the thing is no, because if you see
what first?
on the,
So
flowers.
hold on. So Ari, so they both posted flowers on the same day, and people thought that Ari was being petty because Ari posted the flowers that she received on Taina's birthday. But Ari said that she was on a plane. But when I saw it and the blog posted it, they did say Ari did post hers first.
Okay, well, when I saw it, the screenshot showed that Ari said 18 minutes ago and Taina said 34 minutes ago. So Taina posted it first, and Ari's was from 5 days ago.
Yeah, she said she was on a plane though, but I mean, who knows?
On a plane with you on Twitter the whole time tweeting, and then you also tweeted, "Oh, I don't wonder what I'm gonna wear for my birthday." So it was clear that Taina's birthday was triggering you. What kind of thoughts? To me, it's giving bullying at this point. Yeah, to me, I just felt like But Taina bothers her. And
and that's really the tea, honestly. She does bother her. I don't know. I wouldn't even go as far as saying she's bitter, but you could tell she's still bothered by their relationship, and that's just is what it is. Like, I mean, and she even said in her rant when she went on live, like, she said, "I've been like you. I gave you a chance, and I don't like you anymore. Like, you blew it." So it's just like, girl, you already had it out for this girl. Let's be real. Like,
didn't they just?
They did, but somebody she gave her a chance.
No, like they all were to like.
Girl, she had it out for this girl. You don't like her, and it's what it is. You just don't like her.
But I do want to make a comment though, like when it comes to kids though, like you really have to know your kid and you have to have discernment because the thing is, I don't know whether he's lying or not, but you can tell that they have a very open relationship. Her son is a good communicator. Like he communicates very well. So it's just like to be like, oh, kids lie. Yeah, a lot of kids do lie, but sometimes like me and my mom, she's always been like, I'd rather you tell me the truth. So you never know. Like some kids aren't punished for lying or they're very open with being very truthful with their parent and they're actually not lying. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm not saying whether he's lying or not, but people are like, oh, kids lie, but you have to know the relation. That's why I said you have to have discernment. You have to know your child. Like, could my child be telling the truth right now? Or do I know my child to be a fibber? Like, let me really pick it apart. And it's just like, people were just so quick to be like, oh, he's lying. And it's like,
no,
you
people were
don't
so
know.
quick to be like, he's not lying. That's the only reason I was like, and again, I'm not to say that he was lying or he's not, but people were just so quick to say kids don't lie. That's not.
I'll be honest with you.
Well, it's not true. Only reason I think people are saying that because things happen.
And I do. Here's the thing. I always feel like you should believe
What's
the
the
kid.
matter? Yeah, things happen. Things happen to where like.
Now I'm like, give me another one. I'm like, why y'all taking so? But no, I also feel like.
You have a straw.
I also feel like I said, I personally, I said in the beginning, I would believe my kid. But again, it's just my thing is everybody saying kids don't lie when kids do lie. Period. That's just is what it is. Kids do lie. I would believe my kid though. I would. And she also said she said that my child is a good communicator. He's never came out and said anything like this. He never said that she harmed her. So she harmed him. So why would she come out now and say? So yes, believe your child 100%. But I still don't agree with her intentions. Like you putting all this out here for the internet to think that she's a bad person and that's bullying.
There was a kid who came to me and he was like, oh, I'm getting bullied by this person or whatever. And I was like, really? Okay, bet. Why? And he was like, she called me this. So I was, okay, what's her name? You call her that. This is the name you gonna call her. Because I'm that aunt. You know what I mean? I'm not, I don't care. We bully back over here. Yep. So later on, the parent of the child came to me and was like, why did you, no, that's not the full, he didn't tell you the full story. The full story was, he said something to her first, and she said that in response. And I was like, not him making himself the victim. And so I'm not.
That happens.
I say that to say I don't say I. It's not that I feel like kids lie, but kids definitely know how to exaggerate a story to make themselves the victim in a situation, so you can feel sorry for them. They know how to manipulate you to get sympathy.
I agree with you.
Exactly.
I agree with you, but it also depends on what kind of story they're telling me. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna go hard for my kids,
but as you should,
because I am the type of person
you should.
We've told this story on the podcast before. Me and Paulette rolled up to the middle school.
Man.
And behind my little sister when we found out a boy was bullying her. We were about to fight the boy.
As you should.
And I've done that for my cousins.
No, and it's so crazy.
But
like, even in high school, my mom did that for me. Like, it's crazy. Like, I used to get written up in high school all the time, especially when I got into senior year, this English teacher that me and my brother both had, my senior brother. We both had the same Mrs. Keene. She did not like my brother. Come to find out, she found my name was Paulette. She's like, oh, you're Paul's sister. So every time she would write me up, and I remember one day I came home. It was like a bad situation. I told my mom, look, Miss Keene is bullying me. She's picking me out in front of the class, everything.
Not the teacher.
So, no, y'all. I remember my mom took me to the dentist. My mom came with me to school, and she's like, go in that classroom, and let me just see how she act. And look, Miss Keene, literally right when I walked in, she started ripping me up. The door opened. She's like, Miss Keene, let me talk to you outside. And all you hear is my mom and Miss Keene going back and forth. My mom's checking her like, don't you ever talk to my daughter like that?
I feel
but like that's something my mom does. Like, because at the end of the day, like if your kid complains about something, you gotta show up and see what's going on for real. Like,
you gotta take heed. But I've also like seen people like accuse even my mom. Again, my mom works in childcare. Accuse my mom of stuff, and me being there the whole day with her, like. My mom didn't touch you. Why would you even tell your mom that? So I'm just like
crazy.
Some kids are crazy. Kids are literally terrorists. So I'm just like,
oh my god.
How would you say that?
Speaking of touching people,
ooh, child. Where are we going?
What?
No, where? Oh my god.
Wait, tell me. Oh no.
Oh no. No, not today.
Let's put this to bed.
Let's put this to bed. However, we don't have to talk about however, because you want to talk about the slap, huh?
Yep.
But I don't even want to talk about that. I want to talk about the discourse, not the slap. Because everybody is taking this situation and talking about how Jada is just a terrible person to Will. She hates Will.
I mean,
she
I'm not
done
gonna
cheated
lie.
on Will.
when
When
Jada
she
came
said
out
that
and
he
made
That's
that.
not facts. That's not facts. That's not facts. That's not facts. I don't understand. Like people are like, oh, she's been dragging Will's name through the mud. When?
Okay, actually,
When?
okay,
Wait.
let's start off and say what happened because we had to talk about
sorry,
this.
guys.
But please make it.
have
No,
to
we
give
don't
the
have to-
backstory.
Make it real brief.
Please make it as brief as possible.
Yeah.
Okay,
10 seconds or less.
so this was at the Oscars, and
If you
Chris
haven't
Rock-
heard, you live under a
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
rock.
literally.
Like,
Y'all-
let's
Will
establish
Smith,
that.
Chris Rock.
period.
over Chris Rock making fun of Jada's haircut, saying that she looked like G.I. Jane. And as we all know, Jada is going through a struggle with alopecia.
Everyone didn't know that.
Well, a lot of people. She's made
Yeah.
it very public.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
I know. I'm not gonna. I found out after the slap.
Okay, well, she's made it very public on like her show because I don't know if y'all realize she like went from like having like shaved sides
I just thought that was a look.
and like
thought it was a
having
look,
hair in the
too. I'm not
middle
gonna lie, I didn't know.
before she went to like a fully bald head. So she made it very apparent that she was going through a struggle with alopecia, losing her hair. And so whenever Chris Rock made the joke, Will laughed. But whenever the camera turned to Jada, it was like a complete straight face. So I think that's whenever Will realized like how serious the joke actually was. A few minutes later, he comes up, slaps Chris Rock, comes back to his feet, talks about keep my name's wife out your fucking mouth.
Okay, and sorry,
Wife's name.
not to interrupt.
Huh?
So Chris Brown does have a form of
Rock.
What I say?
Chris Brown.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
And then
Sorry.
now this drink's get it to because even Nikki talking about keep my name's wife.
I was
My
like,
wife's name, child.
My
That
wife's
wife's
name out of your
Not
mouth.
these drinks get it to us, child.
I think because we
I'm
was talking about
forgetting
slapping
words.
and Chris Brown just popped into my head. Okay, so
Woo!
Chris Rock.
Look at this guy.
What is going on here?
Okay,
don't
so-
bring Rihanna into this.
Don't bring Chris into this.
She
Brown.
didn't even
Chris
say
Brown.
a
CB.
Y'all, okay. So I don't know if y'all
Virginia.
know, but Chris Rock apparently was public about this as well. Is that he does have a form of autism where it's like it's called non-verbal learning, behavioral autism. I think is the full name. Yeah. So
Michelle, we're not gonna do this.
No,
Go ahead.
y'all
though.
act
I'm gonna let
like
you
we
finish
have
your
to
point.
stop.
No, I'm gonna let you finish.
I respect this teaching moment. Please educate us.
Yeah,
please.
because we're not just going to be completely biased. The fact
Yeah.
needs to be on the table.
No, let's
because
put the facts
because
out there,
of things
please.
in certain situations, he does lack social. He can
like
miss certain
Asperger's.
cues. So afterwards,
Okay.
well, not well.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay. So afterwards, you can see that he was trying to figure out how to like get back on course. I mean, he does.
Yeah.
He does.
No,
have
I'm
it.
not gonna lie. When he said "whoa, whoa," I was like, "Oh, he doesn't
Yeah.
know what he's about to do."
Yeah.
Like, this is-
So someone did say that they could understand how in that moment that could have been very like a hard thing to recover from.
Mhm.
For some-
100%.
especially
think
for
for
somebody
any-
with autism.
for
who
anybody,
But
doesn't-
I
it
think
would've
for
been
anybody,
that. It would've
disability or
been.
not.
No, I understand that, but if you also have like where you can't, it's hard for you to understand nonverbal cues. I mean,
Mhm.
But
I get what you're, Michelle. The
okay.
thing,
Yeah,
Michelle's making sense.
No,
of
I
what
get
she's
it, but
saying.
but
She's
I'm
making sense, but
but
that
my
has
question is, how does that affect the
How does
situation?
because
at
she's
hand?
saying that
it doesn't affect the situation, but it affects the recovery as far as he was the host that night, so he had to host the rest of the show.
Oh,
So there
okay.
were certain times where even as he was presenting, people were coming up stage. You see him looking around, like trying to understand, like, what do I say from here, and things like that. Where for someone else, it might. I think they expected. They were like, it's Chris Rock. People were saying he should have said this joke. He should have said,
Oh, like,
Will Smith
yeah.
was this mad in March. See how mad he gets in August, and all those things. But I feel like he was struggling to recover from that moment. So that's the empathy in me. Just goes out to him, like, okay, yeah, I understand. Will Smith was trying to protect his wife, but as a host, that had to have been hard.
I'm not gonna lie. 'Cause
Girl,
I
we're-
like. Okay, claps for Chris Rock for being able to continue the show. Because I'm not gonna lie. If someone came up and slapped me in the middle of hosting,
I'm quitting.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm quitting.
Actually, guys, where's my? We're done. Please find
No.
someone else.
Quitting?
Like,
I'm
No,
quitting.
I felt
Literally.
that
I'm
tweet.
not- I'm
We
not
just
doing
gonna have
it
to
anymore.
embarrass the whole community.
No, seriously.
Or
Like,
I'm gonna
okay.
turn this shit into
Literally.
a comedy show.
Take
I'm
your
getting
phones out.
slapped. But
Run up.
Yeah,
Like, for
or
real, we
that.
both getting kicked out.
So sympathy is extended to Chris Rock regardless. I feel like it was wrong. It's definitely
I saw
a form
both
of
sides.
abuse. Right.
Yeah.
It's definitely a form of abuse. I'm not even here to like backhand. I said backhand.
It's the drinks.
What
y'all.
up?
Okay.
I'm
This
not
is-
From this point on, it's the drinks.
This is what I have to say. Outside of the whole Will and Chris thing, I think my biggest disappointment is like the outrage coming from the white people.
Yeah.
Because where
I feel like
'cause
y'all
let me-
have nothing
let me-
to do with
let me-
this.
let me make my
Please
point.
mind your business.
where was
please.
y'all's anger when y'all's counterparts were storming on January 6th?
Period.
A whole riot.
A whole riot.
Not y'all's counterparts.
No,
Oh,
facts.
no.
I mean, that's
Y'all were doing more than slapping.
Speak on it. Let's speak on it.
Y'all were
Right.
doing
I'm
y'all were
just saying-
doing more than slapping. Y'all were scaling walls.
People
Y'all were
died.
stealing government property.
No,
Y'all were out there. Y'all were out there with ties and ropes and everything, trying to commit real crimes.
No,
real talk,
real talk. Though. Where was y'all's anger on January 6th? I'm traumatized. I can't recover. Like,
excuse me.
countless people came out talking about how traumatized they were.
What's that girl's
Why
name
were y'all
that I
not
tagged,
traumatized on January 6th?
Is it Zoe Kravitz?
No, the one that
Who's
I
best
tagged
friend
on
in
your
Alex?
post.
Zoe really lost credibility after her statement.
She been lost credibility.
What did Zoe say?
Zoe
Act
Kravitz
like she
came
couldn't
out.
relate.
Zoe Kravitz
Please.
came out and made multiple posts talking about this is the night that I was traumatized or whatever, But your best friend was Alexander Wang, who has multiple sexual abuse and allegations on that you refuse to speak out on. That's what I don't like. Y'all real quick to demonize Will Smith in a moment.
This
He had a
industry
very,
is wicked.
he
That's
had a
how
very
I
human
feel.
moment, but y'all want to accept that trauma on behalf of Chris Rock, and y'all all want to like, use y'all's platform to be like, fuck Will and this, that.
Yeah.
But there are people in your close circle
Yeah.
that have
done questionable
allegations
things.
that y'all don't want to speak on. It's very much giving Oprah, I want to do a documentary about Michael Jackson, but I'm still friends with Harvey Weinstein.
Girl.
Like, we see y'all.
Period.
Yeah.
We see y'all. Like, that's what I don't like.
But it's
That's
just
what we not
like,
gonna
but
do.
y'all see how quick they were ready to speak up against a black man?
Yeah.
But y'all were
And,
not.
and y'all, they were making up lies too.
And I said what I said.
No, and I
you
100%
refuse
agree.
to speak about your counterparts on January 6th.
2021.
But now there's like, oh my god.
My thing is, I'm not even
That's
mad
fucked
about
up.
that, but I'm mad about y'all. That's who I'm mad about.
No, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Us-
Y'all need to be ashamed.
I don't even understand why y'all are even talking against Will. What are y'all doing? Y'all are falling into the area like, listen, they want us to be divided. What are y'all doing? Like,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, okay, I'm not saying that like what Will did was right. But at the end of the
And
day,
it wasn't. I'm not gonna lie,
Will,
I'll say that.
like, at the end of the
No, it
day,
wasn't. It
y'all,
wasn't
if we really
100%.
think about it, Will has been getting hounded
Amy
and
Schumer.
hounded and hounded and hounded. And I
Yeah.
feel like, I'm not gonna
Yeah, that's
lie,
what I was thinking
that
of.
was public embarrassment.
It
I'm
was.
about to slap
It
your
was.
It
ass.
wasn't the
'Cause
time.
You know what I'm saying? Because you tried it.
But
And-
it wasn't the time or place. Because here's the
Get
thing.
it, but at the same time, he's human. You tried it. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, that's his wife. He defended her, cool. But for us to go and say that he was doing this, that, and the third, it's unnecessary.
Here's the thing.
The fight.
It wasn't time. It wasn't just the where I see the fault at. It wasn't the time or place. Like y'all are on a public platform. Like
But when is
People
it
be
ever
very
the
perfect.
time or place?
I mean, if y'all were at a cookout,
What'd you say?
Listen,
Not a cook.
listen.
My-
If you want to get in the Grammys and start
if y'all-
embarrassing me,
No, that's what
be
I'm saying.
prepared for
But it
something,
also
bro.
wasn't the time for Chris Rock to be making those type of jokes. The thing is, that was an audience of 10 or thousands of people. There were plenty of people on that front row he could have made a joke about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But he
Lupita
did-
was sitting next, like,
He did make a joke about others, and somebody said that he lucky it was Chris Rock, because if that was Dave Chappelle would
They
have
should
been on his.
have ripped his ass.
He'd have been on his third uninterrupted hour of Jada.
I know.
Girl.
I mean, Dave Chappelle took on the whole LGBTQ community
He sure
I
did.
ate.
with his joke.
Yeah, so my annoyance is at the discourse because again, everybody's trying to paint Jada to seem as if though she's just malicious woman and she's cheating on Will and she drags his name through the mud when it's like, when did she drag his name through the mud? When did she cheat on
Okay.
him? And not only that,
yeah.
hold on, something else came out today where a clip from old Red Table Talk were saying that she cheated on him. No, sorry, not that she was ungrateful because Will was talking about how he literally planned Jada's 40th birthday party for like 3 years, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And like her response to all of it was like, you did
didn't
too much.
listen.
This is all for your ego, right? And everybody was like, oh, well, she didn't appreciate it. She hates this man. And it's just like, bro, some people don't like that probably was for Will's ego. Let's be real. Like he did a lot.
Look
for
at the
her party.
slap, low key. Again, you did too much. That was
You
all for
did
your
too
ego.
much. Yeah. So I'm
But
like, I just
history
here's
is one
the
thing.
I just want to make it very
appreciate-
clear. They've made it clear that they had an open relationship.
Yeah,
they have an open
very.
relationship.
But, like-
so the openness is not one-sided.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think it's a
for
issue.
people to come back and say that Jada doesn't care about him. Oh, August this. Will has had his mishaps in the past, and it's just because that Jada's is more recent and
Not
more
even-
memorable.
But you have
It's
to
vocal.
understand.
Yeah,
It's
more
vocal. The issue
Yes.
is the issue is
The
like
disrespect is out loud.
Yeah.
they have an open
but
relationship,
it's not
but
disrespect.
it's like
it's not disrespect when both
No,
parties agree.
But
you have to,
but
please let her
it comes
land.
off to everybody else. Like we get it. We all know their open relationship. According to them, nobody has cheated. You know what I mean? But the thing is, Jada has been very vocal about it. So I think people looking into like a small snippet of what is talked on like a 30-minute episode of Red Table Talk, people are assuming it's disrespect, but it's just like Will doesn't talk about his openness
doesn't.
in their
Because he
relationship.
doesn't
Why can't
show.
people just
But
mind
what-
their business?
But no,
The thing
okay,
is,
but
it's-
August
if
is the
they
one that made it
can-
everyone's business.
Can I just say one
August
thing? I just say one thing. because I'm not on either side, but I will say that it is a pattern, especially when it comes to Black women, where people need to pull out receipts as to why we can't be protected. When it came to Meg Thee Stallion, it's because she's a drunk, she's an alcoholic, so she must have said this and that.
She took someone's boyfriend.
Yeah, Jada, it's, she's a circle, she's a cheater. But when it comes to Black men, as women, we staying 10 toes down because they did the same thing with Mike Brown. Mike Brown, the first, sparked the whole Black Lives Matter thing or whatever. He was a thief, he was a that. We don't give he can have a whole criminal record. I don't care what you have to say. He doesn't deserve that. Yeah. And I think that the same respect needs to be owed to Black women. I don't care if Jada slaps Will Smith every night before they go to bed. She does not need to she does not deserve to be disrespected on nobody's public ass platform.
In front of her husband.
She doesn't. Her husband, if he wants to protect her, he has every right to. Y'all sitting here and saying that he's a fool for trying to protect her. Y'all sound dumb.
Y'all sound stupid.
He's not. And I'll just say this and we can wrap it up. I just feel like joking on a Black person, doesn't matter man or women, on their hair, I just feel like it's just not a joke. It's just not a joke. It's not a joke. Even Taraji with the LeBron James joke, it's not funny. It's not funny. So I just think anybody
it's whack
making jokes about a Black person's hair, that's just a touchy subject, and we're not gonna do that. Let's just end it there.
From the guy who brought us the Good Hair documentary.
Oh yeah,
like the jokes write themselves.
Let's not even talk about that documentary because.
So guys, we're gonna go ahead and transition into the topic, and we're just gonna talk about some stuff. So. First and foremost, y'all, men are really out here getting flued out and wanted dined by women. And when I say flued out, like out the country, out the state.
Can someone who has an example? I've never
bartender.
Seen that.
Claps. Why is the bartender clapping?
Why is the bartender clapping?
I'm
why?
Not gonna lie. I know some people who've been flued out by women.
I do.
I
do.
I
and whole
know
trips
why,
paid
though.
for and dinner, everything, weekend funded.
I think because
why not?
Just to let y'all know, I don't know if y'all can hear him, but EJ is saying, why are women being the only ones that have the opportunity to be flued out? Why can't men?
My thing is, I'm not against it. The same way there's sugar daddies out there, there's sugar mamas out there. There are some women who, unfortunately, they don't feel like certain men will talk to them if they don't wine and dine them, if they don't spend on them. Unfortunately. Like, I know.
Or not even just that. I'm not going to lie to you. I feel like sometimes whenever you get to a certain point and you have a certain amount of money,
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It does. No. Why are you tricking?
Because some people like to
matter.
trick.
It does matter.
But
some people
what's
like
the science behind it? As a woman, why are you tricking?
There are some bad bitches out here that still trick, and they can get these men without tricking.
No, can they?
I think
they're staying because they're tricking.
Because if not, then pull the tricks. Then pull the tricks.
Like seriously,
trick on the tricks.
Like literally, I was.
But it's the same thing with some sugar daddies. Y'all are telling me there are some fine sugar daddies out here.
There are.
And y'all can't tell me y'all might give it up.
But are they fine or does sugar make them fine? Period.
No, Michelle.
No,
the sugar makes them fine.
No, I've definitely come across.
But if they was homeless,
I know Jori has. Like
grown man's kickback.
Expose.
The grown man's kickback.
No, hold on.
No,
Nikki, if we start doing this on this podcast,
no, that's fine, y'all. 100 episodes on, we're doing this.
Nikki,
on
you
podcast.
have to.
No, let me.
Nikki, you have to.
Let me make a disclaimer on that.
that.
I am saying that some fine older men have approached Jori.
Have some fine older men approached you? So why not speak for yourself?
Thank you. Why are you speaking for her?
But I think that Jori's were a little bit finer. I'm not saying that she did anything.
No, yours were fine too.
But
so speak on yours.
I'm just saying that they were
not getting specific.
Jori, it's okay. I don't know what's going on this episode.
My thing is, this is my point. We all met him at the same time. So
okay.
what makes him mine?
Grown man's kickback.
Why are we making it a person? See, y'all.
No,
We
literally.
getting too specific. See the 100th episode of These Drinks Got Y'all Loose.
Yeah. These drinks got y'all loose.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, but back to the question. I've never known a guy to get flown out.
I have. Like, I literally watched and saw a guy told me literally that he was like having a tough week, and the girl was like, "Check your email itinerary."
Okay,
Flew,
so let me say
flew
this.
to Atlanta. She covered the whole weekend.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. However,
Huh?
I
Girls
have
out here changing the game.
been in a relationship where I did not fly him out. However, I would have bought his ticket and that was it.
But you didn't do it.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Because
So then the
But then
I
let me also say this: if a man comes to me,
but I was in a relationship, so there was that.
That's fine. That's a split bill.
I loved him.
That's a split bill at this point.
His money is my money. My money is his.
And I'm
Period.
because
I knew
yeah.
he
His
was
money's my money when we're
I already knew what it
married.
was whenever he came in town. Everything. No, I'm
That's a
saying,
split
so,
bill.
yeah.
But to go back to it, if a man comes to me and starts bragging about the fact that he was flown out, for one, I'm not taking him serious.
Wait, what'd you say, EJ? No, what'd you say though?
I mean,
yeah.
even
Do we brag a lot?
Who brags about getting flued out?
the thing is, we don't have to
2022.
brag.
Really?
Yeah, it's 2022.
That's what
Nobody's
close
bragging on
friends
it.
is for.
Yeah.
Okay,
And then
we don't have to brag in the public anymore. Close friends.
What's bragging
It's
about?
not about. It's not
Yeah.
about bragging at this
The
point.
flight is the bare minimum.
But
If you
let me
brag about
say
the
this.
flight,
If a
then
man-
you didn't do enough, sis.
To go back
Is your-
to my point,
Never mind.
if a man comes
Is
to
your
me, if a man comes to me and brags about being flown out, I'm not your type.
But usually, some man bragging to you, like
Yeah,
the
we're
people
just
who
having a
told me, it's
conversation.
like guy friends. who
Yeah,
told
you're
me,
just
like,
having a
Oh,
conversation.
she bought her ticket.
Yeah, or
type shit. Not
Yeah.
bragging about it. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
they're
she bought
just
my
talking,
ticket.
Yeah.
bro, and you're just like,
Oh, I'm
Really?
surprised. I'm like, oh wow, women are actually doing this. Like, I know somebody who like a woman flew him whole out the country.
Oh, I know.
But
I know
so-
a sugar mama, and she's not actually old at all, but she tricks on every man
But
that
my
she
thing
gets
is,
with.
like, it ain't tricking if you got it, bro. I'm not gonna lie. If that kind of income is disposable to you, then it's not a big deal.
But are you
I
buying
feel
new
like if a guy's
boyfriends?
trying to court you, you do not need to be tricking on
let me ask
him.
you this.
I
Are
don't
y'all
agree.
buying? Are
I'm-
y'all
I'm thinking-
buying
I'm
new
speaking-
boyfriends?
Nope.
Designer,
No.
like Louis,
I mean,
Fendi,
What is new?
Versace, like 2 months.
Look at
No.
yours.
Like, let me
Jory do. Jory do.
let me put it like, let me put it like this. Okay,
Yeah,
let me give
Nikki,
you
you're
a
talking
backstory.
to your co-host.
Witness, take the stand.
No,
Let's
no,
say
take
that you,
a stand,
let's say
Joy.
that you have a new
answer,
guy.
You're asking the question. Let her answer.
I mean, let's say you have a new guy. This is like within the first 3 months. His birthday comes up.
Oh.
You fly him out to, let's say, New York for a shopping spree. And then you-
Okay, Nikki. Okay, hold on. Let's make it real more realistic.
no,
hold on.
realistic.
Let's make it. Hold on.
Y'all,
Let me
this
make
is
my
real-
point.
This is realistic
Yeah.
because this is what I saw.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So
This is a case
let me give
by
a different
case.
scenario that's a little bit more
No,
common.
dang, let her-
So let's
let-
say you've been talking, because we actually posted about this on our podcast page. So let's say that like you talking to a nigga, it's 2-3 months in, Christmas is coming up. Do y'all get each other gift? Do you buy him a
No.
gift?
Something
no.
simple, less than
It may
$200.
be like,
Okay, but you would still spend money.
You still,
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
less than
Like, I
$200
got
though.
someone an ashtray.
I'm not gonna lie, like
I feel like we've
it
all
Christmas?
spent
money
we've
on a
all-
nigga.
we've all-
We've all spent.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know.
No, I spent on my nigga.
and
I don't spend on a nigga. My
Yeah.
nigga. Okay, nah. Let's correction. My nigga.
And
I'ma
I'm be
just
honest with
say-
y'all, at 3 months, I'm probably not even doing very much.
Yeah, 3 months. Yeah,
But
but ashtray.
I just feel like regardless of whatever it is you choose to do or not
What's
to
up?
do, if it comes genuinely from you,
Then
like
it
no
doesn't
no
matter.
no one can ever
Yeah.
play you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
that's what people have to
feel me?
understand. Like you only feel played like if you didn't do it from a genuine location. Like don't do nothing you wouldn't normally do. Like why are you doing that if that's not you? So
Yeah, my thing, I'm not against someone spending money on their significant other. That's not me.
Yeah.
It's to just men. Like that's what it is. 'Cause
Yeah.
the men who are telling me this, those are not their girlfriends.
Yeah.
These are women that they just know in their
And
lives.
those men deserve
that's where
less.
that's
Yeah.
that, but you know what's crazy?
I don't even blame them because I'm just like, if a girl's willing to fly you out the whole country and y'all are just friends, and then why would I?
So,
as a
no.
man,
let
I'm
me
not gonna
ask.
lie. A lot
But
of
let
those
me
men-
ask.
Does that demasculate men at all?
No, like
They
he,
don't
he
care.
even told me that,
Some.
like
No.
on his like close friend, he's like, "Oh, those steak dinners, she bought everything." I'm like, "Just
I'm not
So
gonna
would y'all
lie.
ever fly somebody out? Like not boyfriend?
Jory, no,
If it's not my
No.
boyfriend,
No,
no.
no,
I'm
no.
not-
I'm not flying
No.
anybody out."
You know what?
No.
Jory,
No.
what you
No.
gonna-
Let me say this.
Unanimously.
Let me say this.
It's a no from the Petty
way
Party
I'm
podcast.
the only way I'm gonna fly a man out is if as soon as he lands, he got a
Taking
duffel
care
bag
of me of money.
cash
Of cash
Taking care of
money
me.
that he is going to
Listen,
blow
Y'all, I
that
even,
entire trip.
this is how I know I
Real fast.
Unless I'm telling you, unless he's my nigga, not a lot of shit flies.
I'm
Unless
telling
he's my-
you.
there's not a lot of shit. I went to have a conversation with a guy about like, was it a breakup? Basically a conversation about like what we're gonna do for moving forward. And it was so late, we just went to wherever was open. I don't remember. It was like Chili's. I don't remember where it was. Chili's. I didn't even. And at the end, it was like, okay, who's gonna pay? I paid for my shit and kept it moving. I'm not paying for it was like no, because like you're not my nigga, dude.
I
Like,
feel
no,
that,
no,
but-
you're not my nigga. No, and he was trying to walk out on the tab, so there was that. That was
Wait a
different
minute,
story.
that's
so I was
not
like,
okay.
that's on you. I'm gonna pay my tab and go. So that was really what did it for me. But I'm just saying, like, if you're not my nigga, there's not much that you can get out of me.
No, nothing.
If I don't like you, there's not
mm-mm,
much that you can get out of me.
I will leave you for the police.
literally, literally.
Wait.
And I'm sorry.
Where are we?
If you're walking out of a tab,
Feds did a sweep.
look, feds did the sweep.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah,
Not-
if you're not my nigga, there's not much you could do for me. I'm not flying you out. I'm not doing nothing.
Absolutely
Yeah.
nothing.
Mm-mm. Huh?
It's not about like.
What
I
am I
can like a
flying you out
man, and I'm
for?
still not gonna fly him out.
What am I?
No. if we're not like actively dating, because I've not like been in love with somebody, and we were dating though, so I was like, I still bought him a gift for his birthday, so it's not even about like because I liked him, but I wasn't in love with. We were dating.
But would y'all agree that there's levels to dating?
No, there are levels to
sure.
dating. Me
Yeah.
personally, I just feel
Absolutely.
like if you want to come see me, I need to be coming from you. When I
Yeah.
start buying your ticket, it starts looking like I'm the one who's like
Yeah.
trying to convince you to
force
come
you
fuck
to
with me.
No, I'm with
If
Michelle.
you can't pay that ticket,
Yeah,
then
I'm
you
with
don't want to
Michelle.
see me enough.
I'm with
'cause-
Michelle.
And this is
I
actually,
think
this
can
is exactly
afford
how I
it.
feel with men that okay. So now I'm in like this new dating phase. Like I have been like conversing with different men, and they'll be like, "Hey, I want you to come here. If you want
Okay.
me to come there, then you need to buy my ticket." And that's just how I feel.
No, I feel the same way.
No,
Are y'all
actually,
sure?
only reason why I was saying.
Well.
Only reason why I'll say if you're really actively dating and just doing you,
No,
like just
if
buy the
you're-
ticket and go out there and have an experience.
No. If you are bringing
feel
it,
that.
and
I
that
kinda-
might
I
be
kinda feel
nice,
that. I kinda
but I
feel
don't need
that.
to go to these places. I've been there. Like it's
Wait,
not.
oh, you mean like I thought you were talking about going to places
Domestically.
that they live.
Yeah.
Yeah, that they live.
Okay, like go have an experience.
If they want to see me, I feel like at this point, you should be buying that ticket.
You're entitled to that.
I mean, I mean, yeah, we're gonna have
You're
each
entitled to that.
other
If
opinion.
I'm
not,
feel like
I can stay
just
right here in
pay for a
Dallas
ticket and have
and
an
be fine.
experience.
have I personally paid for my own ticket to go meet somebody?
I don't feel entitled to see you.
And I,
have
and I don't,
to.
and I don't think
And
I
there's
felt
nothing,
bad about
there's
it.
No.
nothing wrong with that, but I won't feel entitled to see you that weekend.
Yeah.
And that's just me
Yeah.
being honest.
Really?
Yes. If it's
That makes sense.
that's my trip.
Yeah.
That ain't your
I mean,
trip.
that's
Oh,
true.
and I'm gonna fit
That's
you
true,
in. I
though.
feel you. That's
Yeah,
my
but-
trip,
but
and I'm gonna
yeah,
fit you in.
But
it.
there
Yeah,
are
that's
some
you in
people
the
that still
schedule.
move on. Even if you bought me a ticket, I still am gonna do what I want to do.
And that's
Unless you make solid
no,
plans.
for me personally, if someone buys me a ticket, then that's just like a for sure weekend. Like
We
I'm
have
going there
spend
to see
with you. Yeah, because
Mm-hmm.
if I buy my ticket, I'm going to explore the city, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
see you when I
When I
can.
see
I'm gonna
you.
see you at.
So
when I
question
can.
question to clarify. You meet somebody, they live out of state, and y'all are making plans to meet up. You feel like he has to buy your ticket if he wants to see you.
If he no, not even if he wants to see me, because again, I could buy my ticket. We can go on a date. It's not even a big deal. If you want me to stay with you, you want me to spend you want me to dedicate my weekend to you.
Say he doesn't. Say he's just
Yeah,
like,
he's
hey,
like-
come visit me for the weekend.
That's not me visiting you. that's me
I'm
visiting your
exploring
city.
the city.
I mean,
No, wait. Okay, y'all.
I'm
Let's be
exploring the
mature
city. It's not
here.
dedicated
Like
to
what I'm
you.
saying is
That
like
is mature.
No,
That-
but if you're talking to someone, like you're getting to know someone, they're just like, hey, like you should come. For example, you should come out to New Jersey for the weekend. Cool. Like y'all are getting to know each other. I don't
y'all-
know you
no,
from Adam
I'll be
and
honest with you,
Eve.
if you
I'm
wanted to
sorry.
get to know me, then you would come to me.
I think
And
you're,
that- and
but
that-
what I'm saying, you're probably okay. This is my opinion. I feel like you're expecting a certain type of man out of someone new. It's
no,
like
no.
not every
Because
guy's
the thing
gonna do that off the
crazy
gate.
part is
if they don't know you.
There's been two different type of men I've dated since I have been single. There has been one man that really actually wants to get to know me and wants to date me, that has bought my ticket with no issues. And there has been another man that has been dragging dates out because he refused to buy a ticket.
But to me, it's just like
If you want to see
But
me,
how's he dragging? But the thing
then
is,
come to Dallas.
but
If you want to see me that bad and not buy a ticket, come to Dallas.
But you have every
Okay,
right to
I
feel
wanna
how
know
you
your
feel. But I'm
point,
just
yeah.
saying, what I'm saying is that sometimes it's just okay. Pay a ticket, and go get an experience. Like
That's what she's saying though.
That's
No,
not an
no.
experience for me.
how
like,
is that? But how is that not an experience though?
Because I've been to those cities. I'm not worried about
But
those
just-
experiences.
true.
so you're saying, so you're saying, say you meet a guy, he lives in Denver. You've been to Denver maybe 2 or 3 times. You're talking, he really likes you. He's saying, when's the next time you're coming to Denver? And you're like, I don't know. You tell me. And he's like, how about next weekend? Let's look at tickets. But he's not. You could tell he has no intention of buying it. If you've already been to that city, you will never go there.
Not
If you have
to,
to buy your own
not to
ticket.
personally see him, no.
Okay, I ain't
Okay.
say that. No, I'm not saying that. I the thing is, if that was the situation, I probably would buy my ticket. But again, like I'm like,
You'll make other things.
yes, I'm
yeah,
gonna
like,
for my.
absolutely.
And if you don't want to go, I'm gonna Uber. Like you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like I'm gonna do my own thing. Like and then you gonna get in whatever
And no,
you get
and I
in.
agree that I might go, but he would not be a priority. It wouldn't
Yeah,
be like
that's-
a
yeah.
okay, I have
But would you
Friday,
go?
Saturday. Probably not.
No, I'm saying just be honest. Because how do y'all?
She said
Joy,
probably
would you
not.
go?
If I what? If I bought it or didn't buy the ticket?
So if you were talking to a guy who lived out of state
Mm-hmm.
and he was trying to encourage you to come to the city, but he wasn't making any plans to buy your ticket, would you still go?
I would go.
Yeah,
If
depends.
if I'm interested in him,
Yeah.
like because I feel like once we have that conversation, like I kind of you have to kind of peep the vibes, like what's gonna happen when
Mhm.
you get there, like. Is he planning stuff like, like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I feel like you definitely have to.
Joy, I agree.
I think you have to feel the
agree.
vibe. Like, okay, if I do buy my ticket, like, what's gonna happen when I get there? Like, I feel like how he plays it from that point kind of
Thank you.
determines like where you go.
Yeah.
So I feel like that would be that. I'm not opposed to doing that. I'm not gonna lie.
But my
Yeah, I'm
next
not opposed
question
to it
would be
either,
then
but
it's like,
again-
what would be your setup for the rest of the relationship? Because y'all are clearly
We're just getting to know each other.
Y'all are clearly doing long distance. This is the thing. Like I feel like that really sets you up for what you have going on later on.
But I also but this is how I feel.
Next thing you know, you'll be complaining about paying for everything.
But it's not even that. But it's
mean
just
you're
like,
gonna necessarily
honestly,
pay for everything. It's just
I'm gonna speak from my personal stance. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like until I really know somebody, like I really do have a hard time accepting stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So just because I buy my ticket to come see you the first time, like once I block him
for the hotel too.
No, I mean no. I wouldn't pay for a hotel. I wouldn't pay for a flight and a hotel. Like it would have.
So what would you?
But the
flight.
But you really think?
Even if I decided to pay, like outside of that point, even if the very first time I decided to pay for my flight and my hotel, I feel like at that point, and we have a good weekend, and I get comfortable with you, like I'm gonna say, like if you want to keep this going, like you're gonna have to pay for the ticket, like going forward.
But would you really say that though?
Yes.
Because if you couldn't say that the first time, why would you say it the second time?
this is how I feel.
Just because I feel like I just don't like a nigga to play me. What you can do, I can do for myself 10 times over.
And I feel like when you like, there's nothing wrong with leading with that, because I don't want to like put down any woman that does that, because I'm gonna be honest with you.
But I'm not putting them down.
But I feel like you also learn
like
after the fact, like how you gotta kind of peep, like after you do buy that ticket, what does he say? Like, am I gonna reimburse you? Like, kind of feel the vibe after that, like what comes next.
I feel like you should be doing
something
with no expectations. Like you do it because you want to do it and do it. Like if you don't want to do it, don't do it.
Life is short, girl. Do whatever.
Don't
you
have expectations,
want.
bro. You let yourself down.
I'm gonna be completely honest, because I do feel both parts, and I do feel like everybody is being authentic in the way that they're responding. Do I feel like Nikki is being very honest when she says if a guy won't buy her ticket, she won't go? Yeah, because I do think that speaks to the dynamic of the relationship that you expect. And if a guy doesn't do that, then it probably means he won't do everything else. I would say for me personally, in that situation, have I been in a long distance relationships and have I paid my own way? Yeah, I have. Do I feel like, has that affected the way the relationship works? Do I feel like it's made him feel like because I paid my own ticket that I now pay everything else? No, I feel like some people just have different ideas.
Yeah.
Like I don't mind. I personally do not mind paying my own ticket. I don't. You know, when I get there, you're gonna pay for everything else. So to me, it's like the least that I could do.
But what if he
Yeah.
doesn't?
But I
You
mean,
are valid at that point.
then it is what it is. What's a flight? You know what I mean? Flights aren't even that much expensive.
I'm not saying that a flight. I'm not saying that flights are
For me.
expensive for nobody on this podcast. Flights are for
Yeah.
nobody.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the issue. For me personally, I think it speaks to intention. That's all I'm saying. Like, the thing is, it's easy for a man to tell 5 girls to fly out 5 different weekends in a row if they're paying for their ticket.
A guy can pay. The thing is, a guy can pay.
As soon as I finish my drink,
I'm telling you,
What I would say, it's fine.
EJ been on it.
He on it.
EJ,
I literally just sipped the last sip.
Girl,
of my drink.
before I finished my sip, he brought it over talking about I got you.
Great
I know
days.
that's right.
Great days. Bartending is doing a
10
great
out
job.
of 10.
Period.
It's a great day.
10 out of
today.
10. It is a great day.
And a great night. But this is just me being completely honest. I feel like it just goes back to intention.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I flew to a city, had nothing to do with this man. He flew to that city just to see me, even though knowing that he was gonna get 100% of my time.
Mm-hmm.
This all goes back to intention for me, y'all.
But, and not to be shady, where is he now? Where's that guy?
In my phone.
So you still fuck with him heavy?
Yes.
How do y'all feel about this? You and your girlfriends are going out, right? And there's one friend that's a little bit, inebriated, kind of acting a little out of character. They can't get in the club, and it's like a group of 5 of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So 4 out of 5 gets in, but that one friend can't get in.
Why
What
she
y'all
can't
doing?
get in?
I just said she's inebriated.
Mm-hmm.
What y'all doing?
Oh.
And mind you, only a little context. Quavo's there that night. Migos, Cardi B,
I'm
Nicki
confused.
Minaj.
Just-
Like it's birthday bash. And like literally a friend is inebriated. And 4 out of 5 of y'all can get in, but that one friend can't.
I was just trying to check odds to see if this was a real story. That's it.
It's not.
Oh, okay.
okay.
So I
It's
think
not.
that I'm not gonna lie. I'm okay. 'Cause
I just
we
told
not
you it's
gonna-
birthday bash.
Yeah. Let's
Okay.
not. But let's not do that for these celebrities. Like my friend is my friend. At the end of the day.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. Like
giving
you,
context.
you are giving real context. So here's my thing. So it also depends on like how inebriated the friend is. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Let's talk about us because y'all are really. You know what I'm saying? Like all of y'all. I'm not gonna lie. You guys all handle yourselves drunk very well. So let's be real. Like you do. So And if you say you need me to come with you, you do. Jori, what are you laughing for? Because you handle yourself very well. You've never been sloppy to where you're falling on the floor. Let's be real.
Okay.
I mean, but I will miss a party.
No.
It's
It's not about missing a party. It's not about missing a party.
I'll miss a whole event, party, club, whatever.
Okay, yeah, and so will I. If I tell you, I have told y'all I cannot go in this party.
Yeah.
Like,
Nikki literally didn't go out with us a few weeks ago.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I would tell y'all I'm not going. So
That you do make a point, because when I know I'm at that point, I will let it be known. Like, I'm either leave. Even when I went to Houston recently, I told my friend, I was like, I have to go. Like, we have to leave now. Like, because I actually knew it was about to happen. And so me and her left, but I was just like, bro, like, I actually do have an awareness where it's just like,
but
I know what's going down.
That's not even my point.
But let's say this,
that's
like,
not even my point.
She,
Hold on.
like,
Can I
goes to
finish?
the car.
Sorry, can I finish?
Just to give backstory. Let's say that she doesn't leave.
No, not. Let's
say
get backstory. Can Crystal finish?
Go ahead.
No, to give, because she's about to give an answer. But I want to say she's gonna base it off of like, we're strong. We're not that drunk, so we can probably handle ourselves.
Okay, go ahead. That wasn't what I was going to say.
Okay, go
Say
ahead.
what you want to say.
I know
No,
what
I
you're
was-
about to say, Nikki.
Because I was going to say, like,
I don't know. That sounded too familiar.
I don't care if we talk about it.
no, but I was
that's not
going to
about
say,
you.
no. I was going to say that if I can visibly notice that, like, you cannot even get in an Uber by yourself, right?
Yeah.
I'm going with you, period. And I'll probably Uber back to the party type shit. Like, I'm going with you.
Uber
period.
So I
back
guess-
to the party?
So I
Yes.
Oh, my night's over.
No. But I'm saying I'll go with you to Uber
night's over.
home, and I'll make sure you're in bed, and I'm
Mhm.
going back to the party.
And see,
So I guess I'll speak from
Okay.
my experience that I had. I don't remember. I got super drunk at a party. They left me in the car and they went in.
You were kids.
Oh,
No,
We were
but the thing is,
children.
but the thing is, like, I'm not mad at anybody. Like, I'm not mad at anybody. Like, the thing is, I'm not mad at anybody for that situation. But while I was left in the car alone,
Do we have to bring this up?
Yeah,
So-
okay, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Y'all, it was like 10 years ago.
No, this was a very long time
Yeah,
ago.
it
y'all.
was
Like,
a
at least
decade
7 years
ago.
No,
That
no,
wasn't a
no.
decade
At least
ago.
It was.
at
7
least
years.
7 or 8 years ago.
Okay.
Okay.
So while I was taken back to the car because I was too drunk. That's fine. I'm not mad at anybody
You
for the
were left in
situation.
the car.
I was so drunk I was knocked the fuck out.
You-
But when the party was over and they came back, somebody had punched in the driver's side window.
Someone broke into the car.
Somebody
They broke
basically
the window.
somebody attempted to break into the car while
There was
I was
glass-
in there.
There was glass all over Jori. We literally walked through our drunk asses. We was
Whole
like,
window
what?
gone. We're just like,
Jori's passed
I
out.
woke up so confused because the thing is, like, whoever hit the window, I have no
Jori
recollection
woke up
of
to
it.
us saying, Jori!
Like, I was like, I didn't do it. I was so drunk. I was like, I didn't do it. They're like, we know you didn't
And then
do it, bitch.
y'all got swindled after that.
Okay,
Okay.
but let me
let's not do that.
but let me just say this. Okay, so to go back to the question,
not go back to
That-
the question. We just glazed over there.
now, to go back to
people
Jori.
listening, don't leave your friends alone in cars.
No, that's what I'm
actually.
saying.
Yeah.
Jori's situation has now completely changed me because the
Yeah,
thing is,
true.
previously before that, I'd be like, y'all just go sleep that off in the car.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
But
I
no,
will Uber
I'm
home with
actually
them.
now gonna make sure you make it home.
Yeah, I'm Ubering
It's
home
not.
with you.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not letting you get an Uber by yourself.
Yeah.
I'm not letting you walk aimlessly
car
around
or-
the street.
Yeah,
I'm not letting you
no.
do any of that shit no more.
No.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, there's too much shit going on in this world to let your friend leave the club drunk.
No,
Yeah.
literally.
No,
It's
this-
just too
Yeah.
much.
This
I'm
world
not
is
having.
so
I'm not.
different.
Yeah.
I'm not having that much fun. Where it's like I need to
Yeah.
stay here in this moment.
And you
Yeah.
can't even have that much fun because your friend is like, you
Your
don't even know
friend,
if they
yeah.
safe or not.
And I'm not gonna
So-
lie. So even if Nicki Minaj quit, whoever was there, like in the back of my head, like I'm
I-
not,
if
I'm not
I-
gonna rest. I'm
Would
not
y'all
gonna. I'm not
stop?
gonna
Would
enjoy
y'all stop
myself.
being friends with people that did decide to choose to go into the club?
No,
No.
not at all. Because I also have been. Wait.
I'm not going to. We may have to have a conversation.
Like
No,
now,
no, no, no.
now
because
depending on how it
here's
ends, it's
here's
like-
why I wouldn't. Because I also have been the friend that's like, even when I'm drunk, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
and like forcing them to be like, go ahead, I'm okay, knowing that I'm drunk.
Because
But
you
it's-
hate for people to end the night.
yeah,
but-
so it's like
because
I'm
of
okay.
you.
Go
Yeah.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead. So I'm just like I'm not gonna stop being friends with you. Like,
I feel like that's why I kept saying, like, in my experience, because what happened to me the winter, I'm not mad at anybody. No, we would have in a million years never
Never
expected
expected
somebody
that to
would be in the car drunk, asleep, for somebody to try to bust that window. Like, I
Yeah.
can't blame y'all for that. Nobody would have ever saw that coming. So it's like, I don't think if now, like, now at this point, like, I would think anybody would intentionally do that to me. Like, you don't expect the
True.
worst thing to happen. But like Nikki
True.
said, it's like once something like that happens to you, you move differently
True.
after that. Like, how
But
you handle that situation.
I wouldn't necessarily stop being friends with someone, but we would have to have a conversation because I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I get it, having fun and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, like, you really got to see things through. Like, you need to be, like, I'm not going to lie. Like, there was a situation one time I went out with friends and, like, I was robbed. and like the thing and left. So it's like, and in that situation, I realized like, you know what, we're gonna have to have a conversation because at the end of the day, if we all go out and like we're leaving each other, like we can't go out anymore because we're not, you know what I mean? We're not holding, like we're not looking after each other. And like I feel like,
would you feel a way if? Because I said I would take you home, Uber with you home, and then leave you there. Would you feel a way? Okay, so you'd be okay
I'm just
with
saying,
that.
me personally, if I'm going home with you, I'm ending my night with you. Like I'm not, like the fun is over. I'm worried about you now. Like,
but let me ask you this:
fun's
here's
not
my
that
next
important.
question.
Yeah.
Here's my next question: would you feel differently if you were like a frequent flyer? Whenever it came to you being drunk often, like every time y'all went out, you're too drunk to go somewhere or you're too drunk to keep up. Would you feel differently if in that circumstance, people were just finding like, okay, you know what? She got to figure it out. Like we can't babysit her every time she goes
you know
out.
what's crazy? I'm the friend that babysits no matter what, because at the end of the day, like we all went out together, so it's like if something happens, I'm responsible. No matter what, y'all, like at the end of the day, if something happened, what they're gonna ask, like, what happened? And what are you gonna say? You're responsible, unfortunately.
The thing is, I don't think I've ever experienced that. I know for me, there was a point in time, like in undergrad, where it's like every party, Jori got so drunk, I couldn't even make it. I never even left the house. You know what I mean? Like that was just me at one point. But I knew. The thing is, like I said, I'm very good at like when I know I'm not gonna be able to continue the night in a functional way. Like I either Uber myself home or I won't leave my house. So I feel like I at least have that that to me where I know, like, there's been plenty of times
Self-awareness.
I've been in a function. I'm like, bro, like, I know if I don't leave now, like, this night is actually going to end very bad for me. And I will leave on my own accord, or I won't even leave my house altogether. You know what I mean? But it's just like, I've never been in a situation where I've been around people where they've gotten so drunk or something like that when we're out, where it's just like,
even
I don't look at them like.
I was in a situation, I watched someone.
Vegas?
Oh, please.
But that was different.
That was different.
That was definitely different. But
oh no, I'm saying, but the thing is, think about if we had left each other. That would have been a really bad night.
no, that's true. You got to stick by your friends. Period.
You have
Yeah,
to.
because I remember I was in a situation where we went out and like someone, like a group of girls left their friend, and like we watched guys basically try to harass her. And it's like, what kind of friends will leave you in the situation you're inebriated and like they really left you, like they were gone?
But did you step in?
Yes, because
Okay, good.
I mean, at the end of the day, like, you know, the kind of
but
person I am, like,
but-
I'm not about to watch someone I know
But
get
I'm not gonna lie, that makes
harassed.
me second, like, guess myself, because I think I have been in situations before where it's like I was with somebody who was too drunk, and I chose to just Uber them home, and I'm like, damn, like, was that the wrong move? Like, should I have left with them? Like, should I have just cut off the night? Because it's like I knew in that moment, like, we can't continue the night together, but I'd rather you just get home safe. I'm like, but damn, like, so I just have left as well.
Only reason why, like, you know what's crazy? Like, that used to be okay, but now, like, with the stories I've been hearing about Ubers and Lyfts, you have to go with that person.
Oh yeah, literally.
Because people are now getting murdered inside Lyfts, and
Yeah.
it's like, no.
Okay, so let me ask y'all this. Let's say, okay, and this is now like in the day and age, like we're in our older ages, things like that. I could understand maybe younger. But let's say if someone invites you out to a dinner, or someone invites you out to like something celebratory for them. How would you feel about, okay, who do you feel like needs to cover the check? So let's say that you are invited out to a dinner, and maybe it's 10 people, and they personally invite you and say, hey, this is for my birthday, this is for me getting a new promotion, et cetera, et cetera. And now when the check comes, y'all are trying to like split the check at the end of the night between like 10 people.
I mean, it doesn't matter to me. Like, if that person's not gonna cover it in full, I'll pay whatever I need to pay. Like, I just want to leave. Like,
But do you still? But do you consider not going to dinners in behind, like having to split checks at the end of the day?
do I not go because of that?
Would you reconsider?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. You just never know when you go somewhere. So it's like I'm either prepared to pay what I came for or split it. I think the issue is, like, I've seen people talk about a lot, is like, I don't want to split it evenly.
Okay,
they don't want to split
that's my
it
next
evenly.
question. So let's say that you
How
have.
do y'all feel about that even check?
Yes, I'm saying. My
Yeah,
next question is,
it's
how do you feel
weird.
about, like, let's say you have 15 people. Some person orders a salad and a drink. Some person orders a steak and a drink. Some person orders shrimp and a drink. And the person that's a celebratory is like, hey, let's just all split it even. Taxes, tip, etc.
I'm not gonna lie, I just hate that argument at the table. Like, I'll just pay for it and then figure out what you need to send me and send it to me. You like, and even then, because people don't want to just split it evenly. So to me, it's like, I'll just pay it, figure out what you owe me, and send it to me. Because like, I don't have time to be arguing at the table. Like, it's annoying. I want to.
It's a little embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little embarrassing.
I get that, but only reason what I get her question too, because I remember I was invited somewhere and like basically they told us like in order to come you have to spend X amount, and it's like, whoa, I'm coming to celebrate you. Why?
Yeah.
So I think
You know what I mean?
to avoid that is like, if you're gonna do something like that, just ask for a certain amount of money per person in advance. You know what I mean? That way when the person even just shows up, like, everyone has contributed to that person. That one person's gonna cover, even if whether you eat or spend more or less than whatever it was, you've already contributed some portion, and it's just easier that way.
I just feel like people, like, if you're
bother
gonna
me.
have big group dinners, go to somewhere where y'all can have your own individual checks. That whole one check thing is, it's not fair to sign someone up to spend something they didn't plan on spending. To me, it's not okay.
But
like,
at the same sentence, so okay, I actually went to a birthday dinner a couple of days ago, and we were at the table and like she printed out the receipt and they're trying to figure out what everybody had, and it was just embarrassing. And I'm not gonna lie, I used to be against just splitting it evenly, but I would have, because I would have rather just be like, bro, what, just split it evenly and let's just all pay, because it was 15 of us. It was 15 of us.
Pay on one, just pay that one check and then figure it out later.
Yeah.
I remember Nikki and I went somewhere and literally we sat for an hour trying to split the check, and it was so embarrassing.
Terrible.
So we were just like, y'all,
I used to be against splitting it evenly, but again, just to get rid of the discord, just be expected to pay a little, at least $20, $30 more than what you pay, what you got or whatever. Just split it evenly and let's keep it moving. Like, let's just, because even the whole like, she said, well, you owe this much. I was just like, this is ghetto. This is a lot.
But on like, there's been at a period there were people saying like, if you're gonna host a dinner, you're responsible for the check.
Yeah,
it's like,
which
so
I used to not agree with. But because it is like a celebrant thing, like, should you be paying? But at the same time, I kind of still don't agree with it. But at the end of the day, like, I don't know, it is what it is.
You know what the crazy part is?
Case by case.
I'm mixed. I have very mixed feelings.
Yeah, I have mixed feelings about
it. The thing is, now at this point, and now that I'm planning like a 30th birthday party,
yes, sir.
And I'm looking at
prices.
How much?
Nikki.
I'm looking at how much.
Yeah, that shit is expensive.
Costs.
That shit is expensive.
You know what I'm saying? And when you want to pay for 30 people,
that's expensive. It is.
Not even just that.
It's actually very expensive, and then people are picky.
No, they are.
So it's not even just like you can't just serve them spaghetti.
Yeah.
No. You gotta serve filet. You gotta serve filet.
Yeah, for them to fully enjoy it. So I'm not gonna lie, even at like my dinner that I had for, I was fully prepared for everybody to pay, because I was like, but however, I was gonna take, because I think there was a deposit, so I had to pay a deposit, and then I was like, okay, I was trying to make sure that everybody was gonna be there, that just in case, because I knew we were gonna have to split a
and that's
tab.
Another thing. People
but thank God,
RSVPing.
Well, I didn't have that many people, so I already knew everybody was coming.
I just want to know people.
Yeah, because
as adults, y'all,
it helps. It helps a lot with counts.
Stick to your RSVP.
I'll never RSVP, but
no, people actually have to stick to RSVP.
Yeah, no, for sure. I don't ever RSVP
because people don't understand. People don't understand what you're actually like
up against, for sure.
Going not just food, like decor. Yeah, so many different
the
things.
Plates, all that stuff. Yeah, for sure.
But like back to,
I'm not gonna lie. When you're the celebrant, somebody who's celebrating, that's the kind of things you gotta. Because I'm not gonna lie, like I had the exact amount of people that I planned for, and some people whatever, but I was fully prepared to. If I was under, I was fully prepared to pay that difference. I was like, and that's why I was like, okay, I at least need to have X amount of people here, because if that falls short, this is the amount that I'm gonna have to pay, and I'm gonna have to be okay with it. So that's why, as a celebrant, you just have to be prepared for that. I'm not gonna lie, is what it is.
It just depends on what you decide to do.
Yeah,
literally. Okay, so the question that I want to bring up is, why do people hate when people like grow or change as an individual?
Because they like to.
I'm not gonna lie, changes. I think changes like, okay, let's say if it's like a friendship or a relationship type shit. Like, I just think that like people are used to seeing you and how they want you. And honestly, we all do it. Let's be real, we all do it, because like I have a lot of friends who have kids. So for me, it was a big shift. Like, okay, we're not gonna be able to do certain things because, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not gonna say I hated it, but it was a big difference for me. So it just was like, damn, like this whole shit about to change. It's not about to be about me. Even my friends who are like, my friend who's married, like, it was the same thing. It's just like, I did not want to see that change, and I don't think you realize that until you're going through it. Because like my best friend, like I even had to take a back seat, and it's just like, I'm not ready to take this back seat. Like, why are you here? But yeah, I just think that people are just used to like seeing you in the light that they're used to seeing you, or they're used to like having the same interactions that they're used to, and they're not used to it changing. And to be honest, that is kind of fair. And in some situations, it is fair because, again, I was like, I realized I had to take a back seat, right? Because my best friend's getting married, or she has a relationship, so it's like I can't like, we can't do certain things or whatever. But at the same time, it's also just like I think it depends on like who's receiving it, because I knew I had to take a back seat. But if some people just don't like that change,
Yeah,
like
true.
some people just
That's
don't like
very
leave that space for you to just be like.
But I think it
All
also
right,
depends on what kind of change you're talking about, because I think you're talking about drastic changes.
Yeah,
You're talking about things that actually have to change. Like when you get married, when you have a child, things are going to change regardless. But when you're talking about friendships, just because you think it's a change, who say I think that's a change? You know what I'm saying? Who say that just because you're saying you grew, who say I think you grew? You know what I'm saying? So you have to sometimes see those type of things in person. And I think it just depends on if that person, how they interact with you has changed, and if it hasn't. I think that people are all, this day and age is all about protect your peace. I don't want no negative energy coming towards me. I want all positive things, but they're not really changing how they interact with other people to get those type of interactions that they want. So I don't know. It's like, it's hard.
I feel like I had an experience recently where like somebody that I would consider like a really good friend, like he pretty much said to me like, I don't like the person who you are now.
But what do he mean in regards to that? Like what aspects of your life?
I don't want to go into detail.
No, you don't have to. Yeah.
But I feel like him knowing everything that I've been through in life, like, how could I be the same person?
Yeah, you expect more grace.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just like you had a front row seat to everything that I've been through, and for you to sit here and be like I don't like who you are now. Like I'm not gonna lie, like it low key was like a slap in my face, and I'm not gonna lie, I felt away about it, and I was just like, damn, like sometimes people are so used to seeing you like as this person, you grow into them, like what you're growing in isn't growth to them. They just want to see you in this certain place. And so to me, it was kind of just like, bro, like I'm actually disappointed. Like we actually cannot be cool. But I feel like that experience that I had with him came full circle because that conversation literally happened last week. And on Monday, I was texting a friend and he was like, bro, I love the growth. And I was like, bro, I literally had to text him and I was like, I said, you have no idea
how much that means.
How much that means to me. Like I really appreciate you saying that to me. I said, because just literally last week, someone said he didn't like the new me. And I literally had to realize, like, sometimes people really do hate to see you grow. Because they not even hate to see you grow. Because the thing is, my growth is not negative. I'm gonna be realistic. The issue that I have with the person who said they didn't appreciate the growth is not negative, but it's just like you had a front row seat to why I am the way I am now. Like, there's no way you can be disappointed in me.
But let me say this. Okay, so my question is like, why did you take it as a negative thing that he's saying? Because here's the thing. These things are happening to you and happening to only you personally. So to expect that he is going to grow at the same pace that you're growing at and to grow exactly in the same aspect that you're growing at, and he's taking an outside look of it. You know, so it's like people have different paths. You know, so it's like to completely like cut someone off just because they're not able to understand the point that you're at in your life.
It's not even that I cut him off because he didn't see the point, but realistically, like that person had a full single hand into like why I'm not the person I was.
But if she did cut him off,
but
that's
not
valid.
But not even just cutting him off because he didn't agree with the. I'm not cutting him off because he didn't agree with the growth. But it's just like
shit on the journey.
Let me ask y'all.
But not even just that. Like
why does everything have to be jealousy?
No.
Like,
it's not jealousy. No.
I don't think it's jealousy.
Let me make the point. I wholeheartedly believe like him not liking who I am now has nothing to do with like my growth and him being jealous. Like I just really feel like for that individual, he refuses to see that I've stepped to the next level.
Yeah.
He only wants to see me in the light that he knew me in 2 years ago, 3 years ago. It's like you don't respect me as a human individual to step to the next location.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's like, and for that, we cannot be cool.
Okay.
It's not. I don't feel like it had anything to do with jealousy. I feel like 100% had to do with the fact like you just don't want to see me evolve as a person. And because now that you made that very clear, we cannot be cool.
Only I can relate to what you're saying, but I didn't cut that person off. I had to deal with them differently because literally I had someone that I literally met them when I was 23, right? And I'm 30 now, and like they always comment like, "Oh my God,
how old now?
30,
21.
feel 21,
21.
though.
21. I was really
Do I look 30?
21.
Come on, let's be real.
Her.
Black
Fuck
don't
your
crack.
shit.
But he always tells me like, you changed. I'm just like, and it used to make me feel bad. I'm just like, damn, like,
Why wouldn't you?
is
though?
the change? Hold on, is the change bad though? But it's like, cause I'm not gonna lie, like. Y'all know me. I used to be like the life of the party center, like, but I've become more reserved just because it's like I've experienced a lot of things that kind of really shaped me as a human being, and it's really changed like direction of like how I think and shit like that. So I'm not glad. At first, it hurt my feelings. I'm just like, dang, like you of all people should know, like I'm not changing for nothing. I'm changing because like life has changed me, so I gotta change, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like at some point you just have to deal with them differently. It's like at the end of the day, until you're ready to accept this growth. I got to deal with you at a distance because it's like I can't keep dealing with people telling me that I've changed. I'm
But my thing is like,
a good thing.
I feel like people look at growth as a negative thing,
It's a good
and it's just like,
thing.
bro, we
Some
really
people,
really have to understand like we have
is
no
subjective.
idea what people go through behind
Change is
closed
very
doors.
telling
subjective.
You don't know what it takes for somebody to wake up and for them to pursue this new career, this new passion. It's just like you don't have no idea. So it's like for the fact that as long as that person is better in their life in a better way, like they're not progressing backwards. Like who are you to sit up and talk about like she trying to do this? He trying like
Yeah.
bro.
But what
how
if they
can you
are?
hate on that?
But
what if they
progressing backwards?
What if they are progressing backwards and that person is not able to see that they actually are progressing backwards, and that outside friend is trying to tell you, hey, you know what? I know you think it's growth, but from what I saw, the person you were before, you've regressed.
Find a better way to
that's not
approach
the
the
situation. That's
I
not
know,
the
I feel
but
like
I'm
find
just
a better way to
but
approach
that might not be the
I mean,
situation. But I'm saying,
no,
like,
I feel like in
what
that,
if that is the situation? And the thing is, I feel like people are so quick to cut these friendships off and be like, you know what? You don't see the growth.
Yeah.
You don't see how I've changed. But what I'm telling you is actually I have seen the change, and I see that the change is not good.
And
So
I feel like
I've-
your approach, man,
no.
because some people's approach is kind of off. You got to find a way to approach that and actually really talk about it and like really get to that
Exactly.
friend. Because some people's approaches be kind of like, bro,
We're
did you really feel like you
disrespectful.
about to land here?
And
Like,
not only that,
not even just
you
that,
know?
because the thing is, I feel like you're making a valid point. Like I can see it as growth, and you can see it as backsliding, and that's fine. But it's like if you're my friend, have grace. Like
Yeah.
please look at everything that has happened to me full circle.
Yeah.
Like even if I have progressed negatively, what made me get to that point?
'cause you've been
And if
through a
I'm
lot.
actively saying to you, like, bro, like I'm in the worst place in my life and I'm trying to get past this moment, and you still choose to judge me and be like,
Yeah,
bro,
that's
like
on you.
you going backwards, like
mhm.
I need a friend to uplift me in this
Yeah.
moment. And if you can't do that for me,
then it's a dub.
then it's a dub because like what are
Yeah.
you here for?
I feel like honestly, like we not as like a society, I feel like change. First of all, change is subjective, but I also feel like we don't normalize just the change that we don't want. Like everybody's like, oh, change. Like, oh, I changed, and a lot of people are like, oh, I changed for the better. Like, or I changed because. Not all the times you want to change. Let's be real. Sometimes you have to change because of the shit that you've been through. Sometimes you have to. And not everybody talks about that because I didn't want to change, but I had to. I had to adapt to this new like environment. I had to adapt to this new situation. Like it's not even every time I'm waking up like, how can I change? It's not always the case. That's not always the case. So it's like I think that like normalizing change that we did not want or that we didn't expect as like a society, then that kind of will like force people to kind of like adapt to the new person that they're seeing. Cause it's like, okay, this person didn't want to change, but because of the shit that they've been through, they had to. So now you got to get used to this new person, right? So I just think that like we should just be a little bit more graceful as a society, just being like, damn, like that person been through a lot. Like not even excuse their behavior, but like I
Give
see,
grace.
yeah, just give grace.
for
Like,
sure.
But I say that to play devil's advocate I see both sides. I was gonna chime in on y'all side, but I do, Nikki, we said that it did kind of change my perspective.
I know that's right.
Perspective a little bit, only because I do feel like as a society, like nobody wants to be the villain anymore, and perfectly fine. Like there's nobody who's gonna be out here and be like, I'm a terrible person. you know. But we do have to understand that the people closest to us are going to be the ones most likely to hold the mirror to our face. And a lot of times I feel like we try so hard not to be the villain and get overly defensive that we don't even, the same grace we want, we don't give grace to our friends that maybe they are being honest, maybe they are being transparent, maybe they are saying that, yeah, you're changing and it's not for the best, and no one's going to tell you. You're going to attract terrible people who aren't going to tell you the real, and I'm your real friend who's telling you that, like, you're down, you're backsliding, like, you know. And because the society has like conditioned us to not to be the villain and to like villainize our friends, instead it's like,
to only do positive energy.
You're not telling me what I want to hear. Cut them off, and you put yes men in your circle, and you end up like, you know, just like back spiraling. So in that sense, I do see where Nikki is coming from. That sometimes, like, yeah, change, you may be changing, but because if these are truly your friends, if you have picked your friends correctly, right? You should listen to your friends more when they come to you and say, hey, I've noticed a change. Like, because sometimes there are people who like that I'm friends with who I might just hit up and just be like, what's going on? It's not because I feel like you're changing, but it's like, you're not, I feel like you're not yourself. And it's like, I don't want to say it's a bad thing. I don't want to say it's a good thing, but I know it's not a you thing. So I want to see where it's coming from, you know? And I don't want them in that sense to be like, I'm changing. It's like, you may feel like you're changing, but you don't even know what you're changing to. You haven't changed fully. You may be on a journey, and you may look back and change your mind.
And I feel like that brings it, like originally what I said, like, you have to have grace, like, bro, like, you have to understand where your friend is. Like, can you be considerate to like why they're acting this way? Like,
and not all the time you're gonna know.
And I'm not saying like you have to give that grace, but I feel like if that person does vocalize to you, like, bro, like, I'm moving like this because A, B, C, whatever, give me some grace. Like, to still be on me like 10 times hard about it, it's like, bro, like, back up a little bit. Like,
but grace has to have a teeter-totter.
You
know what I'm saying? I can give you grace, but if you're on the deep end, how much grace can I really give you? You know what I'm saying? Before you actually do
give grace,
before you do something that might actually like fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? As a friend,
you can't come back from.
Exactly. As a friend, I think that that's kind of like the merit you take. Like, actually, as a good friend, that's the merit you take. Whenever you can come to your friend and tell you, like, hey, you know, I know you feel like this is the path you need to go on, and different life circumstances might have put you on that path, but I'm telling you from the outside looking in, that path might not have the right ending that you want.
Yeah. Because I've had some people talk to me, and I was like, oh, I'm trying to do this, and they were like, I'll be honest with you, like, I really know you, and it sounds good. But really think about what you really think about what you're trying to do and how you're trying to move, and do you really feel like this is who you want to be? You know what I mean? It might be who you want to be right now, but in the long run, you know, like, you're building character right now. And I really had to think about it and really fall back on certain stuff, because I was like, honestly, like, this is them hadn't connected in a while, but it's like having that conversation really told me, like, I'm really like moving off temporary emotions and temporary feelings, and I really needed a friend who knew me to keep me grounded, to be like, no, like, don't like spoil your character, like your discernment based off of how you're feeling in these moments. So yeah, if these are good friends, because I will say, men are haters. Men are haters, and they want to see you fail. They want to see you fail, because there are some men who, as soon as they want to see you fail in life,
they can get you.
They're salty, and it's like, nigga, how you salty because I'm doing well? Like, the fuck you supposed to root for me?
But can we? Okay. Oh, even outside of being salty, be like, can we please it? Never mind.
Hey,
no, I say it.
Can I ask y'all a question?
I was just gonna say, can we please acknowledge the people who like you change, and it's just like they confused, and it's like, bro, like, you contributed to the change.
Y'all,
you were the change.
No, true.
I'm moving like this because how you made me. Like, that's not stupid.
Oh,
go ahead.
Okay, so hold on. I want to ask y'all a question. So hold on. Can we normalize quote unquote lames?
What do you mean lame?
Can we, like, okay,
normalize what lame?
So I know that we did not get a chance to talk about this in the current events.
He kept the real with it.
I know we didn't get a chance to talk about it.
Lames. Yeah.
What was the name of the podcast?
I showed us both of the real, and
there was a podcast that basically,
I'm an athlete.
Yeah, so there's a podcast that spoke about how the difference between Future and Russell Wilson, and how Sierra decided to go.
I am athlete. It's not what it's called.
It's not what it's called.
It's Pivot, the Pivot podcast.
Okay, but I think he was a co-host. I don't think he was the main like person of the podcast. It was a co-host. But he basically said that how like Sierra decided to choose like a lame, a whatever.
She had newborn too.
But y'all, can we normalize like having normal relationships, and even if it is with a lame, if they're
He's
giving
not
you,
a lame.
if they're
not. Russell
I don't
Wilson
even
is not
know.
a lame.
Wait.
Future is the lame.
He's one of the highest paid NFL players. He is not a
wait,
fucking lame.
wait.
It has nothing to do with money.
Y'all.
He's not lame.
Y'all.
He just loves his girl.
Can I say? Can
But
we
go
just
ahead.
normalize like stability?
Yeah, for sure.
Emotional,
For sure, for
financial,
sure.
physical.
That's all I'm asking. I know we didn't get a chance to talk about it, but I actually really do want to talk about that because I do feel like whenever some women pop out of the woodworks with certain men, we're quick to judge, to be like, ooh, she's way too pretty for him.
And
She
Who
is.
we?
that's what I'm
Are
saying.
you talking about
As a
JT
society.
Lee?
I'm talking about society.
Nobody said that, Michelle. First of all, you are talking about
He
that.
said that.
And even then, at this point, they're equally yoked. We're talking about they're equally yoked.
Society.
We're talking about society. Yeah, we
She's way
don't.
too pretty for him. She's way too cool for him. You know, he's a lame. Like, he doesn't like. They're not equally yoked. Can we not just mind our business?
Do people use the term equally yoked, or they just
Should
say he's
mind our
lame?
business
Because
on
I
a
feel
podcast
like
who doesn't mind their business.
you know what I'm talking about.
It's petty
'Cause, like,
body.
are people saying they're not equally yoked, or they're just saying he's lame? Because
Okay,
honestly,
so look.
Let's not bring EY into
Yeah,
it.
let's not. Okay, look. Okay, so last question. Let me ask y'all this. Because of what, let me just play off of what Jori said. And like, I'm tied into a relationship. So what does a man have to do at this current moment to keep your attention?
Oh, Jesus. To keep my attention, like, I'm
To get and keep your attention.
to get and keep it. I'm gonna continue to stand 10 toes down on it. Like, I actually really have to be like attracted to that person. Like,
Physically
if
attracted?
it's- yeah, I have to be attracted to that
You
person.
gotta be
like,
fine in your eyes.
yeah, exactly. Like,
Yeah.
if not, I'm not gonna lie. It's hard. It's
dubs
hard as
for
as fuck for
me.
me. Like, I literally asked a friend the other day. I was like, bro, like, how do you talk to niggas who you're not physically attracted to? Like,
No,
like,
you
how do you-
don't.
how do you how do you navigate that? Like, I've said it on this podcast a million times. Like, when it comes to me talking to somebody, like, I literally know within like the first 10 minutes, like, if
Mhm.
anything is gonna come from this experience based on how I feel talking to you.
in the initial moments, yeah.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't. I
Okay,
just
so what
can't.
does he have to do? So, okay.
It's a feeling I get.
Let's
It's not
somebody.
even about what
Let's
he
say somebody
does.
you're physically attracted to. What do they have to do to keep your attention? Nothing.
To keep it. I mean, they have to do a lot to keep it. Like, I had to vibe with, and this sounds crazy because you can catch a vibe with anything,
Mhm.
but there's just a certain feeling for me. I cannot attest to anybody else. Like, when I meet a guy, like, something just occurs for me where I just know if like we're gonna vibe or not. Like, I'm sorry, like, I can't explain it to a certain extent, but it's just that's always been the case for me. It's not about catching a vibe. You can catch a vibe with anything. I just get a certain type of feeling. I can't describe it when I meet somebody, whether I know if it can possibly lead somewhere.
Stand up.
I lose
No, stand up. What are y'all doing on this
Thank you. I'm glad
podcast?
y'all hear me.
keep on falling.
Okay, Paulette, it's not open karaoke. No, but
I know
that's
y'all miss my singing.
that's just for me personally. Like, I can't attest to everybody else. Like, I cannot tell you what makes it like. There's just a feeling I get when it goes for anybody when I'm trying to date somebody. If I get that feeling, then I'm like, okay, cool. If not, I'm good on it.
I feel you.
Yeah. Okay. So
Chemistry.
let's go
pretty
on.
much.
I mean, we're
Yeah,
gonna. Nick,
maybe.
Michelle, what's your answer?
I want to say apply pressure, but some of y'all be applying pressure
In the
It don't
weirdest
work.
way.
And it don't be working.
It
It's
don't
like,
be working.
Stop.
It's like it's not pressure.
Stop applying pressure.
pressure.
Listen. No. Hold on.
FaceTiming without
Stop.
a
That's
Not
not
even
pressure.
that. Like, bro, if you don't get the vibe from it, stop. Applying pressure doesn't apply for everyone. It
Yeah.
doesn't.
It
Like,
does apply-
if you don't get this vibe from me, stop calling me.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
For
Michelle.
me,
pressure.
I would say set stuff up. Like, I really have to like.
Nah.
We have to link up quickly.
Yeah.
Like, it means like we did a lot of face to face because it's like if we
Uh-huh.
text for a month and I don't see you, I'm not gonna lie. By month 2, like
You're done.
You're done.
You're
Like, I'm
done.
not gonna lie.
You're done.
So yeah, like, it's
feel
not about
that.
like texting my phone because you can text my phone every day. I don't really care. Text my phone so we can meet up and
Yeah.
do something. You know what I mean? So I could fall in love with you in person.
Same. Okay, Nikki.
Okay, so I know Jori said physical, but for me, physical
I mean, monetary.
physical is not like
No, I'm just kidding.
shut up. Physical is not like super high on the list for me.
Mhm.
The thing is, it's all about the personality, and I don't want to hear words, y'all. I don't want to hear.
Here's the action.
I don't want to hear
Action.
words. I want to hear. I want to
Yeah,
see
maybe.
actions.
No, that's
And
true.
that
Yeah,
is
it go.
did that.
that
come
is
to me with money. Come to me. Love is not enough.
Look,
baby.
and that is
come to me.
I don't want to
love.
say that actions is just monetary. I mean, that's a big part.
Yeah.
Girl, when he make the active one to see you but don't buy that
But-
ticket, it ain't enough.
Okay.
Y'all, don't come to me with just words. Don't come to me with just I want to see you. I miss you. I want to get to know you. Like, come to me with, hey, let's
Action.
go here. Let's meet up here.
Yeah.
Period.
What time
I don't
are you
like
free?
The way
Are you free?
EJ's looking.
Are you
Her.
free?
He's whole
What's the
judging.
issue?
Are you
What's the
free?
issue?
Are you free
Her.
this day
I wanna
at
hear
this
his
time?
answer.
Her.
Because you know what? That makes the difference between men that are trying to play around and men that are trying to make families. And I am in the business
You lost me.
of making. No, I'm sorry.
Nikki, you
I-
Nikki,
you
you're
lost
lying.
She don't know the game.
so
I'm
sorry.
in the
You lost
business
me.
of-
Families, girl, what?
Y'all, we are not.
I get it. You're not. But I'm just
Okay,
saying.
cool. But let me be honest with you, Paulette. It ain't 2000.
trying to hold
Paulette, let me be honest with you.
No, I'm
Your
just
time
saying.
is coming,
Paulette,
You're after her.
Paulette, let me
Hold
be
on.
honest with you.
You're after
No,
her.
Paulette, let me be honest with you.
Get you. I'm
It ain't 2014.
I don't
It
know
ain't
what
20.
you mean.
It ain't 2014 when
You
you just
right.
when we just graduated.
2022.
So
Exactly.
you
And
need
these-
more.
So you need to step the
True.
fucking game up. I don't
Okay.
want those college games anymore. I don't want to come over and chill. That ain't me.
Like, we get it. Understandable.
Pilot you.
I'm not gonna lie.
Sorry. Answer your question.
I'm not gonna lie. Me personally, like, I'm just having fun right now. So
What does man
What?
have to do
I'm
to
just
keep your
having
attention?
fun.
What does it have to
So,
man do?
I mean,
if you wanted
honestly,
if you wanted to be in a
you need
relationship,
to be open to do what like I like to do
Mhm,
and be
which is?
open to stuff, like actually doing stuff. Like, I get it. Some guys like to just go to the same place. No, I like to try new things,
Mhm.
do stuff that's out of the norm. And two, I want to be around someone that I can be my authentic self with, someone that really can like handle my personality. I'm a loud person. I'm
Mhm.
out loud. Like, I need that. If a man can't fuck with my personality, I can't fuck with you.
So last question, last.
Yeah.
Wait, I didn't even answer.
Oh.
Oh.
Sorry.
But go ahead. No,
answer
go
then
ahead.
last
It's not
question.
that
I
deep.
forgot
It's
Chris
not that
was the
deep. Go
last.
ahead, Go ahead.
No, what would you do? How do you keep your attention?
What do you need?
Low key, because these niggas be watching. I'm not gonna lie, they
Literally.
do. But
Binoculars.
yeah,
Telescope.
facts,
Head
unprovoked.
ass.
But
on six
I feel
6
like
times.
I'm not because I feel like consistency is just like I want to say as much as I want to be like consistency. The consistency from a wrong nigga is just ain't
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Oh my
for
God.
sure,
Oh,
for sure.
Crystal. I feel you there.
So
We're here.
I'm gonna kind of mix my answer between everybody's. Like it does have to be like a certain vibe when I first meet you, or like when we first interact. Otherwise, and even with Michelle's answer, like it has to be like, okay, if we don't vibe, cool. I'm not even gonna shut you out, but we gotta meet in person. I'm not gonna lie. If you don't 48 step, not even say 40, within a week,
Yeah.
Mm.
within a week, I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm not trying to spend not like when I say within a week, like you trying to initiate, like well,
Right.
let's plan a date, like let's do this. You want to text me all day? I don't even text people back.
Yeah,
so
no.
you want
you
to text
can't
me all day? You will
day.
not get a response out of me.
Not
You will
available.
not get a response out of me. So it's just like it's a mixture between consistency and like. It's a mixture between everybody's answer. Consistency, being able to like, okay, well, you know, let me try to plan this before she leaves, or let me try to plan this quickly, and then like being open to like what stuff I like to do. Like niggas can't tell me he don't like to go out to eat. Then what you?
Girl, what are we
That's
doing?
gonna be our first date. Period.
No,
Nigga,
I'm not gonna lie. Like anytime, like I get somebody's number, like if we don't hang out
within that first couple weeks, 2 weeks,
within the first
week, honestly.
me
within
honest
the
with y'all.
first week, nothing is coming from me.
Nothing is
I
coming
forgot
from
Because
you.
you're
say,
not, because you're not. I'm not gonna lie. For me, you're not moving away where you want to intentionally
You're
get to know
interested,
me.
I'm not
You're,
gonna lie,
you're
that-
not, you're not interested enough for me.
I
and,
forgot to
and I feel like
ask.
low key,
Sorry.
anybody who I got that feeling from, move with attention, like
Yeah.
number to hanging out quickly.
Number.
Okay.
I forgot to tell y'all.
No,
like,
no,
I-
facts,
I- hold on.
facts,
Last
facts.
question.
I
I'm
forgot
not
to
gonna
tell
lie,
y'all. I want my man to be upset. Not my whoever's trying to get
Obsessed?
I
obsessed with
am
me. I
love bombing.
I used to know that's not
I
love
want
bombing.
I think it is
chill.
love bombing.
No, it's not. Be
No,
obsessed with me.
It is love bombing.
Good morning, Paulette. How are you doing?
But we
Like,
said
be
love
obsessed
bombing
with
doesn't have to be
me.
negative.
No, okay, it
Whatever.
doesn't.
Whatever.
Last question.
Love
I don't know if I
bombing.
should save for
That
next
was the last
episode.
question.
No, go ahead.
That was the last question.
Just ask
Was
it,
it?
girl.
No, because recently this girl went viral because she said she went on a date with a guy and the date was lovely. He paid for her gas money and all stuff back home,
Oh.
but he did not compliment her the whole time.
Mm.
I seen
Oh,
that.
I
She
seen
wasn't
that.
expecting compliments, but because of that, she couldn't go further. So.
I'm not gonna. And you know it's crazy. Okay, I kind of understand
She
sis.
wasn't
You know,
expecting.
and she was like, it's not like I was expecting a compliment.
Yeah,
It's just
I
like,
kind of
damn.
understand sis.
So she
Like,
was expecting I'm not gonna lie, I
No,
wasn't
you,
on her side.
You actually
No.
weren't.
I wasn't.
But you can't tell me that I look
dang,
good.
like I walk up to you like
So,
you look beautiful.
I felt her-
Shit,
I felt
I
like
got dressed for you, nigga. Who are you? They were not
they
done,
cut-
and I feel her response.
then you know what? Then I
Then I
don't
feel
fuck
her.
with you.
Then I
We're
feel her
not.
for
We're
cutting
not.
her
You
off.
can't even force a beautiful shit. Yeah,
No,
force
I'm
it.
sorry. You were expecting
You see this
compliments. I
makeup?
don't understand why women try to downplay how they feel. Like, say what you want. You do want a man to compliment
you. You see this
like,
makeup? You see
I
this
don't know, like,
dress?
like,
Like,
you do want a man to tell you look good. You do want a man to be like, hey, let me open your door.
It's
And like when people say that story, be like, oh, I'm not expecting a man to open my
Y'all,
door. You
I
are.
am.
Like, you do want that.
Open my door.
No, it takes it back to that meme when it was just like, you don't have to gas me, but I'm gonna go where the gas at.
Okay, period.
Like,
Period.
you don't have to gas me.
Add
but
that
I'm
to
gonna
my
go where
list
the gas
too. You need to
at.
gas me the fuck up, nigga.
It's not
Gas
even.
the
I don't
fuck
want to
up.
want. I don't want to use that
Unprovoked.
Okay,
word.
Jocelyn.
Something I don't want to use that word want. But it's like
It's okay to use the word
You
want,
can-
y'all. Why is
No.
it hard?
The
Why
one-
is it such
the
a
one
bad
what?
thing for a woman to say what she wants? Why?
I don't think it's. But the thing is, that's not necessarily what you want every time.
I do. Obsessed
Okay.
with me. That's what I
It-
just said.
I think it depends. Cause I don't care about none of that shit from a nigga I'm not interested in.
Period.
Mm.
No, I'm not gonna lie. You need to be obsessed with me. Period. If I don't like you or not,
let's
shit.
keep it 100. I don't care what she's saying.
100 like the
None.
episode.
If you,
Are
period.
we
None.
up now?
If you're not the nigga I'm
Jori's
interested in,
drunk.
I don't care what you're
Very
saying to me.
Yeah.
I was like,
I don't
okay.
care.
Not y'all playing my girl on
Yeah.
the
No,
on
the
the
thing is-
podcast.
but I'm gonna say, drunk or not, if you're not the nigga I'm interested in,
Don't
if
forget,
you're
I spilled the whole
giving me
drink.
compliments, it's
It don't
literally
matter.
rolling off.
I'm
of
not.
me.
I
wanna
enjoy
hear from
compliments
nigga I
from if I'm
like.
attracted to you or not. I love
No,
compliments.
I
Like,
don't.
listen.
It's kind of like being like,
But then
I
sometimes
don't
when people
expect it-
over compliment.
Okay.
What's up?
you.
Hey, I know.
no,
Thank you.
I'm saying it's
That's
kind of
true,
like it's
too.
kind of like going out. You don't. It's not like I don't expect him to open my door. I don't expect him to do this. But it's like sometimes afterwards, like it really hits you, and you're just like, damn, he didn't do any of that.
Yeah, I'm not.
And
And,
then-
that's a big
But
turn
then
off.
let
If
me
you don't
ask-
open my door or
So you
hold the door
want
open
it.
for me,
No,
that's a
it's
big
not what
turn
you
off.
wanted.
want
But
it,
let me
but-
ask you this.
Yes, you
Okay, let's
do.
say you go out.
Subconsciously.
No,
Yeah.
let's say you go.
You do.
Let's
That's
say
what
you
you
go
want.
out. That's a subconscious. That's different than wanting.
Oh my god.
But let's say you go out, and there's two men. One man hands you a drink,
Mm-hmm.
and another man's like,
This has a conversation.
"Wow, you look beautiful." Who are you going to converse more
I
with
don't
that
know.
night?
The
It
man
depends
who I'm
on the
attracted
level
to.
I'm on. It
The man
depends
who
on
I'm
the
attracted
level.
to. I don't give a fuck if you. You know how many men tell you beautiful every night?
Low-key, the
No,
nigga with the
I
drink.
know.
The nigga with the drink.
No,
is
the
gonna
man.
keep the vibe
Let's say the
going.
man that says you're beautiful
Touch
hands
me.
you a drink too.
Wait,
I'm not
wait,
entertaining
wait,
you.
You didn't say
Okay,
that.
wait.
Okay.
No, you didn't say that.
Whoa.
Okay, that's what I'm
You
saying.
didn't. And
Okay,
low-key,
I'm gonna answer. Whoever I'm most attracted to is getting
is
the
getting the
response.
play, and that's
Sorry,
period.
like-
Whoever's keeping the vibe
Whoever
up,
I'm
bro.
most attracted
I'm
to.
Fuck
not
attraction.
gonna
Y'all
lie.
are lying. If a guy wows, I'm beautiful you all night, and y'all buy the bar, and that nigga is not buying you a drink, and somebody else is,
Thank
you
you.
gonna look at me at one point like,
The
why am I
nigga-
buying my own
I'm
drink?
a-
How am
No,
I beautiful?
I
Am I
agree.
beautiful? Where's the drink?
No, I
Why
agree.
would
the
I
money,
get a drink? Listen, the bartender can have 2 drinks, and then you pulls up and he looks at you like,
I'm
and
not
you pull your
saying
card out, you're so
that.
interested.
Tell you, love is
pulling
not
her card out. Paula
enough,
is grabbing the drink and
baby.
walking away.
I'm
You
not
got
to
saying
me.
that.
Come to me with money.
But
Come
y'all-
to me with
Okay,
money.
let me compare it to this.
We've lost
That's-
the plot officially.
Okay,
We
y'all.
have.
And this
We're
might
off
y'all can
topic.
cut.
It's
y'all
time
can
to wrap
cut
it
this,
up,
Can we
but
just
y'all
pop the champagne
y'all can
and
cut.
just-
Wait, y'all can cut this however y'all want. But that is what I compare to a man whenever they're coming and they don't say anything.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something.
And
I'm like, you
yes,
lost me.
whenever
You
a
compare
man,
it to what?
whenever a man can't like say anything outwards towards me, I compare that to a man like we're in the middle of sex and it's like you had a
Wait.
whole orgasm
Hmm?
and didn't say nothing. And there are men out there that are like that.
No, you need to talk to me crazy. What are
That's-
you talking about, Nikki?
But
I'm
that's
drunk.
no.
You said you want a man to talk to you.
Where
Okay,
am
y'all,
I?
hold on.
But y'all-
sorry.
What is
Nikki,
happening?
we gotta wrap this up.
What is
No,
happening?
literally, y'all.
We
We're
gotta
not.
wrap it up.
We
wrap
Nikki's
it.
drunk
We gotta
too.
wrap it up. No,
Nikki
no, no,
doesn't-
no,
I
I'm
don't
not
know what Nikki's
drunk.
doing.
No, okay.
I'm
I'm
so
not
sorry, y'all. I have to
drunk.
cut
What
y'all
did you get
off.
for the club to sex?
I'm sorry, Jori. We have it's 10 for like.
No,
listen.
y'all-
I'm entering.
Nikki
No,
said if
there's
you
no
come
more
and you don't
questions.
tell her you came, then she
Like,
can't fuck
literally,
with you.
Y'all would
Wait,
still
sex?
continue to have sex with somebody that
I'm a
has
feeling.
an orgasm and doesn't like say anything.
But you're gonna.
That's
What do
not
you mean
awkward.
he
That's
doesn't
not
say
awkward
anything?
to
You're
y'all.
gonna feel
How is
it,
it
awkward
awkward?
turtle. You're gonna feel it.
Wait.
You know, the realistic question is, how many times have you had sex? Like,
I'm
you
not
gotta
worried
tell me
about.
what's-
Okay, let's say it's the first 3 times or the first time.
So
Oh.
express it. I would like to know when you're
want them to
coming.
express it exactly, but would you Would you eagerly want to have sex with someone the second time whenever they came and it's like, did you come?
I mean,
When you have to ask them that when they didn't make any type of expression.
How did we get here?
You don't know.
Yeah.
Some people are not comfortable to be like, oh.
But I do feel like if that's something that you need, then tell them that.
That you need to
Jori,
tell them.
thank you.
Just-
Close
just
mouth
like,
don't
use your
share.
There are men that don't say anything.
They don't. But you.
Spider cracking up.
I'm not
Spider,
gonna
cut
lie.
these
I'm
bitches' mics off. Spider, cut these mics off now.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. Spider, is that normal? When you, actually,
Spider, is that normal? Respect.
Being quiet is not normal.
That's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
is that normal to be quiet after you come?
Exactly. So if a man is
have you
quiet,
experienced that?
but is it
Yes.
a
Have you
problem?
experienced,
yes,
experienced that?
I have
multiple times?
experienced. No,
Okay, just,
Paulette, don't ever try to fucking play me.
just making sure you hear the conversation.
Y'all.
Don't ever.
EJ, you've been pouring these drinks too
We don't have to.
Girl, ain't
we
nobody trying
do
to play
not
this
have
game
to
like
cut
that.
this
You're
shit
very
out. but
passionate
don't
on
do
this
that.
topic, bro. So like, did it happen multiple times? Like,
Can I talk? Can I talk?
Wait, okay.
Okay.
I know what you're trying. I think she's trying to say like, because I see what both of you guys saying. I think she's trying to say like maybe you fucking with somebody. And he's not like communicating that he came, so that he kept going.
he's just
No.
He didn't do
Nikki
that.
wants the noise.
I feel like okay, like I feel like I fuck
Wait. Is it because it's with out of condom? Is that why you're saying that?
Wait,
No.
No.
Wow.
No.
Okay, you know
No,
what?
because maybe he came.
Actually,
No.
cut this mic.
No. Wait, no. Let me
everybody.
talk. No, I know. Let me talk real quick because I feel like I see your point. I see what the point you're making, Nikki. Because I feel like I personally have had sex with somebody who they're very vocal about when they're about to come and when they came, and I've also had sex with people who were like they came and they didn't say.
And doesn't that
anything.
make you feel like they enjoy it more whenever they're vocal?
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, because I'm coming. Like, literally.
Regardless, you came. So it's like I'm not gonna ask you.
I'm
if you
so
came or
worried
not.
about him.
I'm
Worried
not-
about
okay, look,
himself.
Maybe that's
Okay.
the difference. I'm a pleaser.
No. It might. No. Okay. It would be a cap.
Yes.
It would be a
Yes.
cap for me to sit here and say like I have had sex with somebody who like I was like, what the fuck? I was like, did you come? Like I had to ask, but just to clarify. But he was
Did you
like, yeah, I did. But the thing is, some people aren't used like. You have
Yeah.
to be.
Not everybody's a talker.
Not everyone's a talker. So it's just like I personally had to ask like, did you come? Because you didn't say anything. He's like, yeah, I did.
You
It's
didn't
okay.
But y'all, that's just
Not
a
everybody
double
has
back.
to always
feel
sex.
it,
Yo,
though.
that's not
First of all,
unprotected sex.
Okay,
Yeah.
y'all.
Whoa.
Hold on.
Y'all, let me just
Nikki.
spin
No,
the,
no,
I
no,
want
no.
to spin the
Someone
block.
can feel
I want to spin the
somebody
block. Go
come.
back to
Michelle,
no, y'all.
doesn't
I
mean
want
it's
to.
unprotected.
Yo, I want to go back to what I was saying.
Yeah.
Let me go back to what I was
Cut
saying.
her mic.
The only reason why
No,
I'm
Nikki,
saying that
hold
is
on.
I want someone that's vocal. I want someone that's able
But I
to.
feel like you can
Okay. Yeah.
communicate that.
Do you want to, Nikki? So you want to be like, yeah,
Pause.
Nikki, I'm about to come right now.
Wait,
I'm coming. I'm coming.
That's what I'm saying. Let me.
Finish your point.
Yeah.
Crazy. Not finishing.
Land home.
Because she has to land at this point.
Please land.
Y'all been battling
But
each
I've
other.
been landing. This is to go back to say.
That's the point.
No,
have
this
not
is to go.
landed.
Yo,
You have
y'all,
not
this is
landed.
to go back.
Explain it.
Okay, let me go.
Explain it.
This is to
Explain
go
it
back to say. Y'all are saying that y'all might go with the person that just hands you a drink and doesn't actually compliment
we're
you. But for me personally,
You like words of affirmation.
I
That's your
am
love
someone that's
language.
all about words.
Got you.
but niggas just be talking.
No. But to your point.
No, but you know why? Because that's not your love language. For her, that is
No,
her
it
love
is.
language.
Words of affirmation.
Words of affirmation is
means
my
a
love
lot to her.
language.
But to
But
your-
here's my thing:
but
niggas
to-
just be talking. So
No,
I'm not
niggas
gonna.
might just be talking,
Nah,
but you know
that's
what?
not true. That's not true.
That's fine.
I
Niggas
do
might
believe
be-
it.
That's
But
fine.
I
Niggas
know.
might be talking, but I'd rather a nigga talk up my sex than just be silent.
No, okay.
I feel that.
But
I
I also
actually
feel
agree.
like
I agree.
that's why communication is important. Because you don't know who they fucked with before. They didn't give a fuck. If that's what you need, you should be able to say, okay, hey, like going forward, when we're fucking, did you come? You're coming or tell
Talk
me
to
you came.
me.
If that's what you need.
I need to hear
'Cause
that
some
you're
people
straight.
aren't-
It's
'cause some people
working.
aren't experienced.
Y'all strict as
I want to
fuck.
know.
Not.
I want to know you're coming before you come. I'm sorry.
just talk
I need to know it's on its
not-
way. I need to
I'm
know you're on
not
your
at
way.
a-
Period.
I'm not at
come.
a. I'm sorry.
about to
I'm not
come.
at a
No.
silent party.
Because I'm not gonna lie,
I'm just not.
No, it's not even about being a silent party. Like I've had a nigga be like, "I'm about to come," and he still pushed forward and did not come. And then like maybe a couple minutes later he did. But
yeah,
but
I feel like it's a difference.
That's talking
the point.
Sex.
EJ, what did you have to say? Because I know you on
like,
the
bartender has to say. So when I guess before you about to come, do you announce or not?
Child, that's
I am coming. I am coming.
I want someone who's going to tell me.
Tell me.
Yeah. All right.
Don't show me.
Okay.
Tell me.
Well, y'all.
I don't know how we got
Tell
here.
Nikki you're coming.
I'm scared to see this back. I'm not even gonna hold y'all.
Yeah.
Tell
I'm
Nikki you're
scared
coming.
to see this whole back.
Yeah, it's the 100th episode. Everything goes. We're not doing no edits.
No edits. They're all
Okay.
coming.
Lies.
So okay, y'all.
They're all coming.
We got a little carried away.
Coming.
We like we said earlier, the drinks was drinking. So
And they all came.
this wraps up our 100th episode. I'm not gonna lie, this was lit as fuck. This was lit. This wraps up our 100th episode. Y'all, thank y'all for rocking with us from day one. If you're new, thank you for coming in and rocking with us. Thank you for showing love. Thank you for every repost, every anything. Thank y'all for all y'all been doing. We only would have made it this far we wouldn't have made it this far without y'all. So thank you to everything you've been doing. Trust me, it does not go unnoticed. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for everything. So we just make sure that we're not going to go, like y'all love does not go unnoticed. So thank y'all for everything and continue to do it at Petty Party Pod on all platforms. We're on Instagram. We're on TikTok. We're on Twitter. We're on YouTube. Everything. Make sure y'all continue to show support, show love, show everything, because again, it doesn't go unnoticed, and it also helps us and see what we can do better in the future. Once again, we have Great Days bartending in the building. In the building. Like y'all said, our episode got a little hectic. It got a little
Blame him.
But we can blame him because he's literally right here serving us drinks. Y'all see his arm, and a couple of times he caught his cameo. But again, we're gonna make sure we shout him out. You guys can find him if you're in the DFW area. You guys can find him. I'm assuming that his information is Great Days Bartending on Instagram.
Yes,
Great Days Bartending on Instagram.
Is.
So make sure y'all check him out. Make sure y'all hire him, book him for all your events. He kept us lit all for the past couple hours.
Signature drinks.
Yeah, for the past couple hours with the signatures. So again, make sure y'all follow us on Petty Party Pod on Instagram, on Petty Party Pod on Twitter, and Petty Party Pod on TikTok, and Petty Party Podcast on YouTube. Okay. And that's a mouthful, but again, make sure y'all continue to support so we can continue to give y'all episodes and cater to y'all. Once again, no, he's giving more, child.
We love the service.
Listen, y'all, when I tell y'all he done stayed on top of it all day, the past couple hours, he done stayed on top of it. So make sure y'all hire him for all y'all needs. Signing out, this is Crystal, aka Champagne Chris, aka Chrissy F Baby. Please say the baby. Signing out for the 100th episode. Thank y'all. Bye.
Wow, I got a whole pineapple in my mouth. But okay, y'all. This your girl, Jori, aka Joe, aka Ali Gabor. We love to see it.
And y'all, and I also want to thank everybody, all our guests, y'all who've been here on the past. Like, for us to go to 100 episodes is like low key like a big deal. I don't know, it's not a big deal to y'all, but like,
it's a big deal for us.
Like 100, like that's kind of lit to see where we started from. Like, and also we went through so many studios.
Seriously.
And like,
I really shout out the gang. Shout out the gang. Shout out the gang.
Like,
in the
like honestly,
shout out the gang. He's over there smiling. You know who you are. Shout out to you.
And I love that we ended up our 100 episode back in the studio because they don't even know. Like, we went through a lot trying to find a home studio. Honestly,
trying to find a home studio.
And like, we seem like a lot when we record. I know we a lot more in person. And Spider and Michael, they really put up with us.
With patience and everything with
you know. So shout out to MZ now because they've been holding us down. Everyone always asks where we record at, but that's where we record. That's our home team. You know, that's the gang. So shout outs to y'all. Shout outs to everybody who listens. And thank you guys for joining with us. And thank you to our new YouTube family. Love you guys. It's Michelle, Egypt the Feet Nash.
Hey everybody. I know we've been real humble. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I think we just say 100 like it's just like nothing, but that's also like 300,000 plus plays. Like
that is.
we may not talk about like our analytics and things like that, but I just want y'all to know, like, without y'all we would not be here. Literally, we would not be here. We have we have been back and forth like, is this what we need to be doing? But y'all have kept us humble. Y'all have kept us grounded.
On our
and
ass when we go on breaks.
Look,
I'm telling y'all, when is the next episode? Damn.
y'all have kept us there. And so I just want to say shout out again to MZ Studios. I just want to say shout out to my co-host.
Yeah,
Yes.
shout out to the co-host.
The thing is,
Yes, sir.
I don't think I say that enough, but y'all, these
Yes,
people,
sir.
each person on this podcast has
Yes,
been with me
sir.
through
Yes, sir.
a lot of big
Yeah.
steps in my life. And without them, y'all, I wouldn't be here. And that's just simple as it is. And just
Yeah.
again, it's just Nick checking out.
Period.
And you know, I never use this, but they say the best,
for last. Yes, you
and
do. You do. It is
so
okay.
guys, first and foremost, honestly, where this podcast originated from, shout out to Real Talk Wednesdays. Because honestly, without Real Talk Wednesdays,
Where we started.
12814.
Jori,
12814.
Thank you. Shout out to 12814 Engelman, because that's really where this started from. This is where this originated from. And thank you, everybody from all around Texas, all around the world, for supporting us. Honestly, we see all y'all's views. We see all y'all's interactions. Thank you so much. And also, y'all, thank y'all for riding with me 100 episodes with The Set. It's your girl, Paulette, signing out. Hot
From what's
love.
said.
Bye,
Bye, y'all.
Bye.